Happy Friday, everybody. We got a lot to talk about. We got to get into a reaction to Farty McGrifterson, Olap's latest video on Farty McGrifterson. And then we also have to talk about the Summerhouse reunion. We had some leakage, audio leakage. So we got to talk about it. So grab a beverage. Hopefully we're in something very comfy. Smash that like on your way in. I can't get my mouse to work, so I don't know if I'll be able to play my intro. So let's just get started. You guys, let's get this party started. I won't be able to play my intro because my mouse is like, I don't think you charged me. So I think it's acting up. So hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Stand-up comedian, pop culture vulture, grift reaper, narc slayer, and dopamine queen, Joleen Lunzer here for another No Offense, All Offense, where we talk about the things that are spiking our dopamine, feeding that dopamine that we need. And today we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to get into the Bravo first and the Summerhouse reunion audio that leaked. And then we're also going to talk about Farty McGrifterson. Olap's latest video on Tricia is just it's so fantastic, you guys. So I'm going to roast it and react to it. I haven't watched the whole thing. So I watched some of it, and I will drop the link as soon as I can in the live chat and also in the description so that you can go over to Olap, give Olap all the love and likes on this video that we're going to be going over. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, but I appreciate you just liking and subscribing, you can send a super chat while we're live here on YouTube. I'll highlight your comment. You can also join the membership. We got new emojis, some members lives, and we'll have more members lives coming up, and you get some bonus content. If you prefer Patreon, I also have Patreon. Links are in the description. And I also have JOJO chats. If you want to, you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Leave a comment, and I will read your comments over there. You guys have been killing it with the JOJO chat. So I think I pinned that at the top of the live chats, are the JOJO chats. And like I said, you guys have just been so kind. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And none of the tips you give me will be going to a roof that is caved in, or a gambling problem allegedly. What else? Or any or I'm not like, claiming that I'm giving all this money to some kind of charity and then I'm really not doing that or something. It's just going to me and the pepperoonies and Hype Man Husband Chellaran. Okay. I can't even get this mouse to work still. Oh, the mouse is still not working, you guys. So I cannot highlight your comments or anything. Oh, wait, no, I didn't have the mouse on that time. Let me see if just that little charge got us something. Wait. It says it's 53%. Oh my God. All right, we're back. I got to remember to charge my mouse tonight, I guess. 53% is almost dead. But thank you, Artist, for starting us off with the first super chat of the live. Hello, Artist. Artist says, hello, Joleen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys, remember, everything I say today is true, except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So no suey.
Allegedly.
Also, I'm very opinionated, so I'm going to have my own opinions on things, but you're welcome to sound off in the live chat with your own opinions, and we can just respectfully and calmly agree to disagree.
That's my opinion!
So good to see you guys. Thank you, Artist. Thank you. We got Laxity. Thank you so much. Best 2 months ever. Laxity, you're making me feel so good. Sometimes, like, do people regret my membership? You wonder. You're like, ugh. Are people like, ugh, that was a waste? Laxity said, Laxity is proof here. Just like Beg and Megan said that people were giving her ops super chats, and they had went through her. I think she claimed they went through her life coaching, even though she's not a life coach. Shout out to Megan, Megan Connor. And then she knew that people weren't going to go with her for life coaching anymore because she was giving people who were critiquing her, I guess. They were giving those people super chats or something. I can't remember. God, even mentioning it, I think I fell asleep while I was talking there. Did you guys see it? I think I Did I lose color in my face? I mean, I know I'm already a vampire, but oh my God. Hella, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships, you guys. We got to get over to Hella's. Hella's is starting a live soon. I had to move my live back because it's just one of those days. So we will redirect to Hella. Thank you so much, Lexi. I don't know if I gave you the sound effect. And then Miss Mallory, loving your channel for years. Oh, thank you, Miss Mallory. LEEN team is great. I appreciate that. Use your emojis and put your hearts in the chat. Actually, put your Daniel Johns. I have a Daniel Johns from Silverchair emoji. If you're a member or if you became a member, put it in the chat for Hella gifting 5 memberships. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we got to get into it and go over this summer house craziness. All right, so set the stage. Summer house this season. Something very scandalous has happened, and all of a sudden, people and fans of the show are putting timelines together because West and Amanda are now like allegedly a full out there couple, and it's grossing me out because Amanda is one of Sierra's best girlfriends, and West is Sierra's ex, who she thought was like, you know, in this last episode, I think she said that that was like her person, and she thought they were maybe going to work it out, and then now fans are putting timelines together, you guys. This deceit from West and Amanda might go all the way back to last summer. And I'm like,
you're despicable.
It just makes no sense, because if you watch the show, if you don't watch the show, you guys, and you are following me for other things, let me just tell you that West is a fuckboy. Like, he's no prize. You definitely, I mean, I don't think you should ever date your friends' exes. Yuck. But especially him. Let me show you this guy real quick here, for those of you who might not know. And he is just, he's not cute. He's performative. He's a fuckboy. Amanda watched him treat her friend like garbage, and now they're in a relationship, and we're just all supposed to go, oh, okay. And I see people out there going, let them live. No, I'm not letting them live. No, this is stupid. This is bullshit. Nobody wants this. Nobody asked for this. You guys, was it last reunion? He sweat through multiple shirts and a suit coat. Like, what is going on there? Okay.
No one would want to stalk that ugly bitch.
I was like, oh, I was surprised Sierra even liked him. But here we are. So West and Amanda, let me show you a picture. So they filmed the reunion yesterday. For those of you that know, you know, and there was audio that leaked, and Bravo is big mad, and they're, you know, they act like these are, I mean, come on, like these are big secrets. I've seen other creators go, this is horrible. I'm like, who cares? Leak the audio. Yes, you have, you know, they've went against their contract. I'm sure we don't know who did it yet. People are guessing it might be West or Amanda, but it could be anyone on the cast with this leaked audio. But from just listening to it, and we're going to listen to it, people are trying to figure out who it is just based on where they're sitting. And let me tell you, the audio is showing that Amanda, who was Sierra's best friend, who is now dating Sierra's ex, who Sierra was still in love with, is not sorry. Amanda really thinks she's going to get away with this, and fans and people and women alike are going to go, NBD. She really thinks that she even had the nerve to say, this is like a 30-some-year-old woman. You can't help who you like. Bitch, yeah, you can. You don't get boners for your friends' exes. You don't get boners for your friends' currents. You don't swap. I mean, unless you're all consensual and into that thing, but it doesn't end well. Look at the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, you know. But no. What are you talking? What are you, 14? She says, you can't help how you like. Yes, you can, especially when you literally have watched him treat your friend like shit. So now there's this whole other element that I didn't really care about before. I don't know if I care about it yet, but I know people are making arguments, and I'm like, that makes sense. Where Kyle, who was Amanda's husband, who's also on the show now, you know, soon to be ex-husband, feels betrayed too because West was his friend. Now, I don't want to feel bad for Kyle because Kyle wasn't a good husband, and he's a fuckboy himself. But I guess he's sad over it. But he was kind of a cheater, pumpkin eater on Amanda. The only one I feel bad for is Sierra. I don't care. If you feel bad for Kyle, that's amazing. That's not me. So there's West in all his sweatiness and his fake Carhartt. I mean, this guy is just trying too hard. He's got a Harley Davidson tee on, trying to be like the cool guy. Leave us alone. Amanda, this is them leaving the reunion, you guys, and already brands are trying to distance themselves from Amanda. Here, let me send some of these pictures over that I have so I can share these instead. So that blanket Amanda has, there are quite a few of the Bravo creators who have like sponsorships with this blanket company. I forget their name, but I'll pull up the picture and it'll tell you. And this company is already like, that's not our blanket. Don't get mad at us. Like, that's how much nobody wants to be attached to this thing. It's a mess. All right, let me pull this down and then pull up this post. So the blanket, even the blanket people are like, not today, Satan. We're not doing this. So it's Lola blankets. And like I said, I think quite a few. I've seen quite a few of the Bravo creators previously, or Bravo celebrities, I guess. I've seen them have like a sponsorship with and talk about this Lola blankets. I don't know about the Lola blankets. They can come over here. We'll check them out. They can send us some blankets. We'll tell you if we like them. They look cute. They get like the checkered pattern. I'm into it. But Lola blankets said, can confirm not a Lola. Like, don't come for us. That is not our blanket, as Amanda and West are leaving the reunion together. It is just such a mess. And like I said, fans are, let me pull up a timeline that fans have put together that is crazy, because now I'm trying to get caught up on this new season of Summerhouse because I kind of gave up on it for a minute, and then this happened. I'm like, all right, I got to figure this out because it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, I didn't think Amanda was a snake. She snowed me a little bit. Did I think she was the most interesting person in the world? No. But what I really liked about the Summerhouse cast, and I've told you guys this before, is I liked that they were, I liked kind of some of the girl friendships. I feel like they were more girl power for each other than a lot of these other shows. And, you know, Bravo loves to platform a bromance. They don't like to show women friendships and relationships, which are so important. They just like to show women fighting and exploit that. They don't want to show any kind of women working together or women having each other's backs. And when Scandal was happening, I was praising Summerhouse, going, the Summerhouse chicks would not do this to each other. Paige, Sierra, Amanda, they wouldn't do this to each other. And lo and behold, Paige was like, hold my not Lola blanket. I'm about to have sex with sweaty balls over here. I'm about to hook up with, you know, who Sierra loves. And he just sucks. I mean, not that I would give her a pass if he was like a good guy, but like a good guy wouldn't do this. Anywho, let me pull this up. So here's the timeline. So we are going back. And as I'm watching clips and getting caught up, there are so many red flags that, oh yeah, this shit definitely was going on longer than they're claiming. This has been going on for a while. And it just makes you think Amanda moves like a snake. And Sierra's going to say this in the leaked audio. Amanda is just one of those girlfriends. She'll tell you she loves you to her face. And meanwhile, she's flirting with the dudes behind your back. She's having sex with your dude. I mean, Amanda and Sierra, it seemed like they had this great friendship. And now it looks like Sierra was never Amanda's friend. Amanda was always that pick-me. She was always just waiting. I mean, just imagining having a girlfriend who you trust, you confide in, watches this guy break your heart. Meanwhile, she's just like waiting on the side, probably already having sex with him. Yuck. I can't. I am going to petition for Sierra to only befriend lesbians from now on. We cannot have any more of these straight girl pick-me's as her friend. I can't go through this for my own heart. So here is the West Amanda timeline, way too small. I'm gonna have to save that myself and zoom in here, but let me just read it off my phone here. Maybe you guys can see it better, but I definitely can't. And since I am nearsighted and I don't want to do the transition bifocal lenses, I got to take my glasses off. So there was this post. So people are dating this affair all the way back to last June. Oh my God.
Allegedly.
Because there was a dual post on Instagram where Amanda captioned it, "Broke my wedding vows." And then Sweaty Balls posted something too. And let me click on, there were some Bravo ladies who explained this very well. So let me grab their video here, you guys. It just is a damn nightmare. As far as like women friendships go, I'm like, dang, Amanda, you're dirty. She just thinks like I love him. Has my love. Oh, tis my sweaty balls. Oh, tis my love. I'm like, Now, Amanda, you're too old to be doing this. You shouldn't do it at all, but you're definitely in your 30s. You're too old. So listen to what these ladies have uncovered. Shout out to, who are they? Now I can't tell because everyone's got their thing on it. The Lady Gang. That's who they are. Shout out to the Lady Gang, you guys. Here's what they have to say. Oh, Instagram.
5th, 2025, this seasonal house reality star is cheating on her significant other. And then on that very same day, June 5th, Amanda makes a post on Instagram, "Broke my wedding vows." And the song that was playing called "Sue Me," and the lyrics in "Sue Me" are, "I've been so careful with you, babe, but I've been out late and being a saint is exhausting. Sue me, I want to be wanted." And then West posts the same day, June 5th, and his song on it is "My Ex's Best Friend" by MGK. So I don't know. I mean,
do you think there was crossover?
yes.
Do you think
June 5th, 2025, this seasonal house reality star is cheating on her significant other. And then on that very same day, June 5th, Amanda makes a post on Instagram, "Broke my wedding vows." And the song that was playing called "Sue Me," and the lyrics in "Sue Me" are, "I've been so careful with you, babe, but I've been out late and being a saint is exhausting. Sue me, I want to be wanted." And then West posts the same day, June 5th, and his song on it is "My Ex's Best Friend" by MGK. So I don't know. I mean,
Girl, I have the same reaction as Cutie Patootie with the bob. I'm like, wow. As I'm watching this, I'm like, what in the Rachel Raquel is going on over here? And this is like it's almost, I mean, it's different than the Rachel Raquel situation, but I feel like Sierra and Amanda were better friends and they knew each other longer. And I feel like they were closer than Ariana and Rachel Raquel. Ariana was more of like a big sister to Rachel. She definitely befriended her, had her back and all the things. But I felt like Sierra and Paige and Amanda, they had like a little sisterhood, and that's how it was shown on the show and shown on social media. And meanwhile, they're just like playing in Sierra's face, and it is ridiculous. Evelyn, thank you so much for the 10. Evelyn says, "I hate that Amanda says we don't choose who we like," right? Like she's a victim of this. Exactly. She's trying to do that thing that these reality stars, anybody who gets caught, whether it be YouTubers, reality TV stars, public figures, they always somehow try to then position themselves as a victim instead of just, how amazing would it have been if audio leaked of Amanda going, I feel so bad. I'm horrible. I did this to Sierra. Sierra didn't deserve this, and just completely coming clean and maybe finding out in real time, like, I'm a pick-me. West, you're too sweaty for me. I have to work on myself. I'm going to dump you. All right. Because you're gross. And it was never about you. It was just about being the girl who was picked over Sierra, and it's about all my insecurities and shit I have going on. So we're done. All right. And Sierra, I know I'll never deserve your friendship, but I'm going to fix myself so I don't do this to another friend. And then they kick West off the show. And then Amanda goes to therapy rehab, and we never see them again. I mean, that would have been great. But now we have this leaked audio, which you're going to hear, where she's trying to play the victim. Yes. Like she doesn't have a choice in attraction. Bro, calm your boner. Okay. You don't do this to your girlfriend. Rainbow Unicorn, thank you for being a member for 6 months. As the leaked audio was such a plot twist, right? I thought Amanda would be crying. I don't know if she could have cried during the reunion. I mean, even Rachel Raquel shut the F up and took it as Ariana just dragged her ass through the Vanderpump Rules reunion. But Amanda was fighting back. You have no platform, no business to fight back on, Amanda. You're wrong on all the levels, and you should be so apologetic and feel bad. But instead, she was defensive. She sounded spoiled. She just sounded so gross. So, I mean, you guys, we're really going through it with this. It's so ridiculous. These people. I'm thinking, so a lot of people, again, with this leaked audio are happy because you can't trust Bravo at all. And that they were probably going to give Amanda and West a really good edit. And they were probably going to not give Sierra the justice she deserves. We can't trust them with an edit. So this leaked audio actually helps us to see that how Amanda, it sounds like she really feels and that she really doesn't give a shit. Because right away, Bravo was like, you got to protect Amanda, her mental health. Yes, her mental health is going to be shitty for a minute. You know why? Because she's fucking one of her best friend's exes who her friend is still in love with. So yeah, you should feel bad. You should be depressed. People are going to look differently on you because that's a shitty character flaw within you. You don't get to just go be happy-go-lucky mental health. So they preach to us then, the fans who, hello, you put your life out there. We're going to have an opinion about it. And they say, watch her mental health. And first of all, I'm only worried about Sierra's mental health. I don't give a fuck about Tweedle sweaty balls and Tweedle's sweaty badges mental health at this point. I just care about Sierra's mental health. We're not talking about Sierra's mental health. We're just talking about Amanda. And then Amanda, and West put out that joint statement on social media, which was so immature and dumb. And then Amanda put out another statement after that. I don't know if it was like a week or a couple days, where she said, I have to continue to live my life. Only to then that night go out drinking with West in New York.
You're despicable.
So she's like, don't be mean to me. I have to go have sex with this pig of a man who's not even a man who sucks.
No one would want to stalk that.
And
ugly
you have
bitch.
to let me laugh. Like, no, Amanda, no. Oh, so here we sit with all these feelings about it because you watch someone go through that and you can't help but go, oh my God, poor Sierra. She's getting betrayed by not only, this guy that she unfortunately still loves, and then also one of her besties who was there for her. Sierra cried on her shoulder. And we saw something so fucked up in last night's episode. I would play it, but NBC Universal is notorious for copyright strikes. But shout out to Christina Coca. I was just following our friend Christina Coca's Instagram last night because Christina Coca was dropping all the receipts, all the tea. I got to collab with Christina on this because I know she's like, I'm sicko for this. I'm like, I know. This is ridiculous. So I think it was last night's episode, you see Amanda reacting to not being at the summer house, and they had like West posted best night ever. And Amanda calls her husband, Kyle, and she's like, is Sierra there? And they're all on a boat, and Amanda's at home just being a wet blanket, but not a Lola blanket. And she's like, I can't believe West said best night ever, and I wasn't there. And her own husband at the time, Kyle, is like, oh, what? You're mad because West said a best night ever without you? You're mad because your friend Sierra's ex, who she's still, figuring out her feelings for, said best night ever and you weren't there, so you're making it about you? She's like, yeah. Which is just add to the proof, more proof that they were already banging. They were already doing shit behind Kyle and Sierra's backs. And even Sierra was like, oh, yeah. Fast forward to, I think somewhat recently, within the past couple months, maybe in February, before this broke, West then posts, and Amanda posts, I think, on their social media after they hang out, have like a drunken night together, the best night ever. So the Pick Me Amanda gets her best night ever that she clearly was, disturbed she didn't get after the season. And I'm like, what is going on?
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
What? How is this real 30-something woman-year-old life? You guys, it's so stupid, but it's also just like cruel at this point that these two may have been hiding this affair and playing behind Sierra's back as she's being so vulnerable and open about how challenging it is to still be in this group and at this summer house and filming the show with West, who she's, who she thinks might be her person. And she's trying to, even though he's fucked her over, she's trying to soften herself to a friendship with him. And then hopefully the possibility of something more. Meanwhile, her friend is banging him. We've literally seen scenes of Sierra crying in a supermodel bikini with Amanda over her, like, oh my God, that's too much. It's like some Euphoria shit. All right. Also, this season of Euphoria is trash, garbage, throw it away, never come back. I just watched, what was episode 2? I hate it. I hate it. Let me know if you feel the same way. I'm so mad about, I know Euphoria took 19 years for a new season but whoever the creator guy, writer, Sam Levinson, get out of my life. I hate it. This is just like some kind of humiliation ritual for all of the women on the show. What? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it here. It's horrible. Stupid West. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, you've never seen Otter. You've never seen any of Euphoria. Well, don't start now. Because we're in, I think, season 3. It's taken like 22 years to get 3 seasons out. Angela Clark Little says Sierra offered for Amanda to live with her if she left Kyle. Yes, Sierra had Amanda's back as Amanda's going through her entire marriage to Kyle, which has been a mess and just horrific. And now looking back, you can see the writing on the wall with Amanda's pick-me behavior and just in everything she put up with Kyle, and then getting on the show. It's like, oh shit, all of that makes sense. But I think, a lot of us, I wasn't thinking that way. I was just like, whatever. I was just like, poor Amanda to be married to Kyle. Now I'm like, damn, maybe Amanda deserved Kyle all along, But yeah, Sierra just had her back. And it is so gross. So gross. Okay. Sunshine says, I remember Amanda asking if West had a woman in his room. There were 2. Yeah. And then there's been such cringe scenes, knowing what we know now, where Amanda goes and lays on the, lawn chair in the yard with West and his friend who he's hooking up with or something. And she's like, These two are doing some freaky deaky shit. They're inviting people in. Allegedly. Something is going on. They need to be baptized or something.
Jesus is just all right with me. Jesus is just all right. Oh yeah.
Evelyn says, Amanda, is that cool girl you referenced? Yes. Oh, it's the cool girl epidemic. It's the thing that's going to destroy all of us women. It's the pick me patriarchal cool girl epidemic. Literally the chick that wants to be in with the guys. I'm not like the rest of the girls. If you ever have to say that, I'm not like other women. You're doing it wrong. They are never going to pick you. Okay. The patriarchy will always choose the patriarchy. Penis will always ultimately choose penis. So why would you shit on your own gender just to be picked by the patriarchy? Like, no, you're supposed to tear the patriarchy down. How did you not get the motherfucking memo? All right, Amanda. Hello, wake up. Again, you're too old. You got wrinkles. Like, we're too old to be thinking like this. We need to be passing on this valuable, free life coaching information. You hear that, Megan? To younger women and going, never be the cool girl. If you are the only girl in a group of guys, it's not a flex. You're doing something wrong with your life. If you cannot get along with other women, you're doing something wrong. You're playing into the patriarchal bullshit and misogyny that's happening, where somehow you are rationalizing it, being like, well, I'm more like a guy. Why would you want to be like a guy? Why would you want to be like a guy? Hone your power and own your power as a woman and go make some girlfriends.
You're
Okay? They set it up for us to do this. Let's do this. Maybe this. All right? Because the penises will do this. So the vages have to do this. We can't just, we got to do this. You got to hang out with some lesbians. You got to do something. You can't do that. Don't want to be the cool girl. You're doing something wrong. If a guy says you are not like other girls, go, I don't want to talk to you ever again. I don't know what that means. Why are you calling me a girl? I'm a grown woman. Get away from me with that. Ew, gross. We can't do that. We can't do it in the workplace. We can't do it in our friend group. We can't, social lives. You do not. There is room for women at the table. If you're the only one at the table, break the table, start it on fire, pull a tit out, whatever you got to do, destroy the table, bring some women in, all right, and chop off the penises. I don't know. This is just, I am spitballing here, all right? We got to take it down. But I'm tired of hearing women go, I just don't get along with women. They're drama. No, that's what they want you to believe, that you're not. You're just trying to get in with the patriarchy, and they will never choose you. They will always choose their bros because the bros are conditioned to work together and women are conditioned to be competitive. So we have to tear that shit down, unfortunately. I know it's a lot of work, but why do you want to hang out with only dicks that much? Oh God, have you ever hung out with all guys? Boring. Bring a book. All right. Unless they're gay, see you later. Why do I want straight man friends? No, I don't. I have a husband. That's enough straight men for me. I got a brother and a dad, and they're all allegedly straight. Okay. That's all the straight men I can deal with in my life. That's it. No offense, all offense. If you're a straight man here watching, you're welcome. All right. But damn, I do not understand these women who get to big ass ages and they're like, I just get along better with guys. That's because you're a pick-me, you're a traitor, you're believing the hype. You think somehow that makes you special. It doesn't. It makes you more special to, find relationships with women and thrive, fix another bitch's crown. Ugh, okay. I digress. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, no way.
Bruce says, maybe don't chop off the wee-wees right away. Okay, you don't have to Lorena Bobbitt right away, but it might come to a Lorena Bobbitt point. And if it does, there you go. That's what you got to do. All right. Oh my goodness. The pick-me gets smashed, then they cry, right? So what the pick-me's will do is they'll go, I got picked and I'm the only girl because I'm cool and I'm special. I'm not like the other women. And then when the dudes drop them, guess who they always run back to? The tits. They always find their way back to the tits. And we're like, we warned you. And then we always take them in. And maybe it's time we don't take them in. We say, you got to go to make your own island. Okay. With the other pick-me's, you have to fix yourselves before you're allowed back into our energy and our orbit. All right. Because I'm tired. We are tired of picking up the pick-me's only to then go do it again. Every woman in this chat has probably met a pick-me, or maybe at one time when you're younger, you fell into a pick-me situation and you picked your ass out of it. But it's not fun. It's not good. It benefits no one except for patriarchy. Oh, Amanda. God. And Amanda, you're going to get fucked over so bad. I mean, it's just not good. It's not good. And you've lost so much. And for what? For West. His name is West. There's a T at the end of it. That's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate these motherfuckers. Every time on these Bravo shows, we always have to deal with this bullshit. Oh, and somehow they think they're special. Rachel Raquel thought she was special. Where is she now? She's doing sound baths. All right, in Arizona. She's gone. She's trying to sound her way out of this. She's like, whatever. I'm sure sound baths are wonderful, but she's teaching classes and God knows what else. But she's gone. And that didn't work out for her, Oh my God. It's horrible. Evelyn says, Amanda might have ruined her Bravo career. She might have, but I feel like Bravo really wants to save her. And I'm like, for what? For what? Goodbye. I don't even want to see West and Amanda anymore. Maybe one more season just to watch their relationship destroyed. But I have this feeling that Sierra or other women, she'll then cry to them and then they'll open their hearts up because Women are just so fucking amazing. We're just like, oh, why do we have to be so great all the time? And I just want to watch her cry alone in a corner and learn. You have to learn from these mistakes. And yes, and you're boring. And you're very boring, Amanda. You're too boring for this. You know, now we have a video that went viral of her dancing the Macarena, but not to the Macarena, just because you got a flat tummy. Well, guess what, baby girl? Perimenopause is coming. Knock, knock, knock. And that flat tummy is not, once the patriarchy sees the flab, you're done. You're done. Because you know what the patriarchy loves? Youth, bitch. And guess who's not getting younger? None of us. And guess who will accept you? Women, gays. Guess who won't? The straight guys. They won't. Yeah, they're going to be like, ugh, fupa, bye. And it's over. Who are you going to talk to when your tits start sweating? You know what I mean? Hello. It's, ugh. I can't. We have to, I'm going to do a free master class on this. All right. And I need all the pick-me's to show up. Because we have to do this all the time. Stephen, how many times have we done this? Have we had this training? And they're still not listening. Stephen says, Amanda getting rewarded with her own show premiering right after the Summerhouse finale is wild. Is that the In the City show? Is Sierra on that show? Also, I don't want to watch a show that they've already taped that's going to be completely untrue now because we know the truth of West and Amanda. So I hate when Bravo does that. I would scrap the whole series, refilm it, because none of it is based in truth. It's all lies. Who wants to watch that shit? And they're not even going to address it, you know? SC Girl says, I don't think Sierra will forget about this. I don't think so either, but she's a better person than West and any of those fuckhead dudes on the cast. So she probably would, you know, hug her or something. Ugh. Oh my God. Sierra wasn't asked? What? Dreadful says Sierra isn't, and Carl wasn't even. Oh my God. Carl and his sober bar weren't invited. Meanwhile, Danielle brings the drama, I think, because Danielle will call. We need Danielle to go after Amanda. Doesn't Danielle hate Amanda? Or is it Danielle? I forget who hates who. But yeah. Pressure Point says, I'm just happy they're exposed, right? At least there's that. Steven says the new show is basically the Valley for Summerhouse, Sierra and Carl not on. Why wouldn't you put Sierra on it? But Sierra is doing Dancing with the Stars and she's having that Ariana Maddox glow up, which she didn't even need because she was already glowing. But these two losers, Amanda and West, are drinking in bars and wearing Harley Davidson t-shirts when they've probably never even been on a motorcycle. Meanwhile, Sierra is getting the cover of, what was it? Glamour or some big Vogue? Who knows? She's on the cover of magazine. She's getting all the sponsorships. Her and Ariana did a Sonic commercial together. Love the idea. Who's writing these commercials? It was horrible. Ariana's like, so anything you want to talk about? Sierra's like, mm-mm. So anything? Mm-mm. Like, okay, we need better writer. Sonic, what is going on? Okay, you can't just get by on your ice forever. And your tater tots, which aren't that good. No offense, all offense, Sonic, but we need better writers. All right. Now I'm just being mean. Now I'm just being really cruel. All right. Let's listen to this audio and see what we think here, guys. All right, let me pull it up. I'm going to play it. And then if the stream goes down at all, it's only because NBC Universal struck me, and I'll just take it out and then we'll move on with our lives. But it's like, we watch your show, we support it, we talk about it, we create engagement for your show. We should be able to play a clip here or there, NBC Universal. Geez, not like we're making the big bucks over here like you guys. Calm your boners. All right, TMZ even put out this audio, so they better be striking TMZ down too. So here's the audio that leaked. Again, obviously this was not supposed to leak because Bravo wants to save it for the reunion. So someone sitting at that reunion that they filmed yesterday on the couch has leaked this audio. Let me pull up a picture too of the seating arrangement because it looks like Amanda and Sierra are across from each other on first chair on both sides of Andy. Let me see if I can pull up the reunion seating here. Oh, there it is. So I'll just put this up while we listen to the audio. So here's what the seating look like. And Bravo, fans, we know how important the seating is at these reunions. Okay. So there you have it. You have Sierra on one side, Amanda on the other. Then you got the Kyle next to Sierra, Amanda's, soon to be ex-husband. And then West, Sierra's ex, now Amanda's current, next to Amanda. And then Carl, and then across from Carl is Lindsay. And they were going to get married at one time, and that didn't work. And then newbies. And I'm still catching up on the season. So I forgot everyone else's name. Jesse, Solomon, Mia. And then a blonde girl that's crying over the dude sitting next to her. And then some other people. Look at the names down. I got to catch up. All right, let's listen to this.
Like, you get to run amok because everyone's your friend. To be clear. And you get to manipulate people and say whatever you want to do and get whatever you want.
That's
from
what seems
them.
so fraudulent.
Yeah.
It's like you
That's
tell
really
yourself
your MO.
something so you can be at peace with the schmuck that you are, but everybody else has a completely different interpretation of their relationship with you.
Well, also, Amanda, why are you doing this? Like, why? You went from being married, and I'm not saying your relationship is perfect, but you went from being married to being one of West Side bitches. That's crazy.
Oh my
This is
God.
unnecessary.
So that right there, I think that's Mia. Is it Mia or Maya? Who is Sierra's friend on the show. And I think she's new this season. And so she's saying, you went from being married to be one of West's side bitches. Oh my God. That was, I mean, that's the truth.
The statement came out incredibly rushed because of how insane it all became. Like,
You got smoked out.
so why did it feel?
No, there was a video that was out there, and the last thing I wanted was for us to continue denying it, and for this video of me taking in a very vulnerable, intimate situation to be used as blackmail or released publicly.
So how long were you denying it?
I don't know what the video is.
And would you even if the video didn't come out? Or would you
1,000%. But if I could
Where was the apology for Sierra in the statement?
Because I asked you, because I sent you a text message and I asked you when the rumors came out, is this true? You were like,
And I
no,
denied
you
it.
asked her just
And I 100% denied it, and I lied
and
to
you were
you.
like, duh. Like,
Why
my best
did
friend.
you?
Because it was all so new, and I was figuring it out. There were so many layers and complications to this. The fact that he was seeing other people, the fact that I was technically
Is that enough for
still
complication?
married.
What is Amanda saying? What are you saying? There's the only complication is that Sierra's your best friend and West is her ex she's still in love with, and you shouldn't be fucking them or dating them or doing anything. That's the only complication. The complication is that he's seeing other. What? So is Amanda admitting she has more respect for West's side pieces than she does Sierra?
This is
inappropriate.
What the fuck? I mean, just listen to Amanda. She's just making excuses for herself. There's no excuse.
Came out, is this true? You were like,
And I
no,
denied
you
it.
asked her just
And I 100% denied it, and I lied
and
to
you were
you.
like, duh. Like, my best friend.
Why did you?
Because it was all so new, and I was figuring it out. There were so many layers and complications to this. The fact that he was seeing other people, the fact that I was technically
Is that enough for
still
complications
married.
and layers to go? What the fuck are we doing? Here?
Right, yeah.
Period.
We talked about it.
So it was so conscious that you guys talked about it. It wasn't just like a drunk hookup. You guys talked about it.
No,
you
it
you
all
knew how
started
fucked up
with.
and how fucking weird it would be, and you still did it. You chose to do it.
Okay, but guess what?
You did it,
Sometimes
and
you
were
can't
happy.
help who you like and who you are attracted to. That was
You actually can't help that. You can't.
not
You
from
actually-
what you said.
You actually can't help that.
So you're
Not fair.
You actually can't.
So
I wasn't married anymore, Sierra.
You're legal by the state of New York. You're still fucking.
So I'm sorry, but when I'm separated from someone, I have to stay celibate and single for the rest of my life until the judge decides.
I can't. I don't want to see Amanda ever again. I don't want to see this bitch ever again. I cannot believe she's fighting with one of her besties over secretly having an affair with her ex while Amanda's still married to Kyle. This is insane. Put your tomatoes in the chat. Boo, tomato, 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 Amanda. This is so bad. She's like, so you're saying I can't have sex? No, we're saying don't fuck your friends, boy, currents, or exes. That's what we're saying. What is going on? This is crazy. It's insane how she is holding no space for accountability in this clip. And it's all excuses. What was I supposed to do, Sierra? How dare you even ask that to Sierra? What do you mean? What are you supposed to do? Don't fuck West. He sucks. He's gross. He's a fuck boy. He's performative. He doesn't like women. He treated your friend like shit. He dated your friend. Your friend's in love with him. Hello. She cried on your shoulder. Like, there's so many reasons that have nothing to do with the fact that you're married. Oh my God. This chick is something, all right. She is a whole fraud. What Amanda purported to be on this show for years and with these friends, it's like she benefited from being in these friendships where she pretended she was there for these women, and clearly she never was. The moment that she could betray Sierra in the worst way possible, she took it, she ran with it, and now she's standing on this like she's the victim. This is crazy.
Who you like and who you are attracted to, that was
You actually can't help it. You can't.
not from what you said.
You actually can't help it.
So you're
Not from what you said.
So
I wasn't married anymore, Sierra.
You're legal by the state of New York. You're still fucking.
So I'm sorry, but when I'm separated from someone, I have to stay celibate and single for the rest of my life until the judge signs paperwork.
Nobody was saying that you need to stay celibate or what the fuck ever. But there are a million other fucking guys in New York City. But you chose the one that, and you know how much that fucked me up. You chose the one guy.
I didn't choose.
I did. Fucking snake, Amanda. You're a snake in the fucking grass, is what you are.
That is.
You're a snake in the fucking grass, and you should honestly just say okay because you know you are. You move silent, but you're fucking deadly.
when Sierra confronted you and said,
whoever was filming this started laughing. Whoever had their phone on record. Sierra called her silent but deadly. She said, you're a damn fart, girl. You're SBD. Silent but deadly, right? Big yuck. I got to see what you guys are saying in the chat. I didn't expect Amanda to move like this at the reunion. I don't know what I thought. I shouldn't expect anything reasonable or healthy to come out of someone who would do this. But this is crazy. Ange Clark Little says Amanda is only on the show because she went after Kyle hard. Yeah. And she let Kyle humiliate her time and time again. But it looks like maybe she just, maybe she just wanted to be on the show. Who knows? Oh, psycho. Big yuck. Yep, sunshine. The biggest yuck. Silent but deadly. Put your smoking frog emojis in the chat if you're a member. Brian Scott Patterson, so good to see you here. Says, I suspect the mic was up deep in West Kulo and probably decorated with candy beads. I think you're correct. I think you are correct.
It's inappropriate.
Mm-hmm. Steven says Amanda is out here thinking she's about to be cast on House of Villains. Since when does Amanda want to be the villain? Amanda can't handle this. Within, just a day of this coming out again, we had the whole we need to be nice to Amanda. No, she's fine. She is fine. Her mental health is fine. She gives two shits about Sierra. If anything, she is going to blame Sierra, which it seems she's doing here. I can't believe this grown woman's going, you can't have who you like. And Sierra's like, yeah, you can, bitch. This is New York City. There are so many other people than my ex that you can be hooking up with. Pressure point. Yes, the ends won't justify the means. No, it won't. Ruby Khan says, I knew Amanda would be angry because she is nasty and competitive. That's what it appears, Ruby. And she only has passion for her. Yep, she's only cared about her. And if you look back now, obviously, hindsight's 2020, but you see how Amanda really thrived in being the victim in her relationship with Kyle and having these women, console her. And I mean, Paige, Sierra, Hannah Berner. I mean, at one time they all went, like Lala Kent says, toes. They went toe to toe with Amanda's husband, Kyle, often in her defense. And she would just be like, Kyle, don't do that. And what a waste. What a waste of energy to protect this woman who is such a silent but deadly snake. Exactly. Steven says she is fine. She got her man. She proved she can handle lies. And that's the craziest part, Moonage. He's not even hot.
Everybody's making these tweets and Facebook posts about New Year, New Me. Shut up. You're still on meth, Cheryl.
You still just got West out of this. You're still on meth, Cheryl. You still just got West out of this, Amanda. That's the prize. That's the prize is West. I can't. Not that it would be justified if he was attractive, but the fact that he's unattractive and also You watched him mistreat your friend for years. And he's so gross. And you're like, mm-hmm. Is that your man? That's my man. Mm-hmm. That's my man. Ugh. Ange says, Amanda is the girl who lets the guy define her. It looks like it. Kaibo says, dear NBC, please don't put West on Traitors. He's too stupid. He's too stupid. They'll just put him on to play like the Sandoval card, where, you know, he'll just be like, but he's not even funny. There's nothing good about West. He's not entertaining. I never understood it when they brought him on. I don't like his weird fake performative bromance with Jesse. He's like, again, he's one of those dudes you got to watch out for who claim to be, you know, I love women and I'm a man feminist and I'm a progressive, and he's none of those things. He likes fucking women. He doesn't like women. He doesn't respect women. He doesn't care about women. But whatever will get him clout on social media or get him laid, he will say. He will pretend to be about that life and about that fight. And yeah, women, he'll post all of this fake performative political bullshit on his page that he's like pro women and pro choice, and he is not. He's pro banging chicks. That's all he's pro. He doesn't care. This dude is gonna give everybody herpes. Like, I can't. I just, I can't believe anyone lets him into their baby door. He's disgusting. He is disgusting. He always looks like he needs a shower, Michelle. He is disgusting. You guys are saying, are we talking about Chase? A Chase from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, or which Chase? Moonage, yes. And then Jesse was on Watch What Happens Live, and he is pulling the Schwartz, how Tom Schwartz was in Scandal, saying, I only knew in February, but me and Sierra had our suspicions. It's like, no, we're going to find pictures where Jesse was hanging out with them, because he's claiming Amanda lied to me too. There's no way Jesse did not know. He knew. He's trying to pull the Tom Schwartz because he doesn't want people to be mad at him. It was so weird on Watch What Happens Live when he said, when Andy was asking him how long he knew, and he was like, well, they lied to me, and so I didn't know until February, but I mean, don't feel bad for me. There's so many, I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like that. Don't feel bad for me. There's other people. Bitch, I never felt bad for you, Jesse. What are you and your big teeth talking about? Why would you think we would feel bad for you? We don't feel bad for you. I don't care if they lied to you. What do I care? Well, hello, what? So right there, I was like, this man is not telling the truth. He is not telling the truth. Oh my gosh. Just so you know, none of your code shit works anymore, right? Which ones? The JOJO chats, Zorro? Which ones? What are you talking about? Andrew Clark Little says, and West was clearly sleeping with Amanda last summer, yet had an issue with Jesse wanting to make out with Sierra. Right? This season is just showing us how diabolical. I know we're using that word a lot here, but there's no other word I can think of other than like gross, betrayal, all the bad stuff that West and Amanda have done to Sierra, and I guess Kyle too. I'll give Kyle a little bit. I don't really want to, but I guess whatever. It's not like him and Jesse or him and West were that close. I mean, I guess it's still shitty. I don't know. I should probably, no, I'll give him a little bit. I'll give him a tiny little bit. And then that's all. Okay. Oh God. These people. Oh, what else are you guys saying? Kaibo says he and Jesse aren't even actually friends. They didn't even know each other before coming on the show. Yes. Are you talking about West and Jesse before coming on Summerhouse? No, they just hit it off right away. And then of course, Bravo has to platform the bromance. We have to have edit to the bromance. It's the same thing with every show I watch, like Big Brother. I'm so bored. You know how many times I've seen men be friends? I'm over it. I get it. Men like each other. Got it. Cool. Awesome. Thanks. And then they just want to show the women fighting with each other. Like, thanks for nothing, Bravo. At this point, it's become so repetitive how they're just like, yeah, but really you see that the men ultimately half the time aren't even real friends as it is. They're just willing to cover for each other, you know, but their friendships deteriorate as well. It's not like men are better at being friends with each other. It's just, you know, we grow up with men being more encouraged to work together and to not be competitive with one another and to choose each other over women. I mean, look at the Toms. Oh my God. They were just like, such an example of that. You got booted for not being a subscriber, but you are? Oh, I apologize. I just changed it to subscribers only because I forgot to like do all my things I usually do with my video. So I just did that part right now. Michelle says, but West was there for Jesse's cancer. So they grew close, I guess, in the time that he's been on the show. Steven says, I can't think of anything more boring than a bromance. And I think we're extra sensitive to the bromance because a lot of us in this chat, and I know I could speak for Steven, is a Big Brother fan as well. And every summer we watch Big Brother, and Big Brother just pushes bromances down our throat. When the men work together on that show, oh, they love it. And then there'll be these great female like friendships or, you know, women who are kind of working together, and they won't show that. But those of us that watch the live feeds, we see it and we're like, why don't they get an edit on the episode? The guys always get the bromance edits. Moonage Supernova, thank you so much for coming in with the super chat. Says, I'm tired of men like West, right? Who claim to be feminists, but treat women as disposable. You don't get a prize for being only sort of misogynistic. No, you don't. And I would rather you be a blatant misogynist so I see it coming. We don't need this fake, phony, you know, doing it for the clicks and views, doing it for the clout, doing it for the monetization. It just, if you hate us, come out and say it so I know, so that we know. Don't try to, we, you know, a lot of us now that we're older, especially, we see through it. But the ones that try to pretend, I'm like, I'm so done with you. Some loudmouth, I don't know if I already recognize this, but thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Welcome to the LEEN team. Oh, yes. Sandy says, no, West was there for Jesse's cancer scare, not back when he had cancer. Oh, yes, because they highlighted that was that last season or the season before, about how Jesse had previously had cancer, right? And then he was worried that it came back because he had to go for a screening. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So let's see. I don't know what's going on, Otter. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's a member. Did I put on members only chat? Hopefully not. I think I only put on subscribers, but let me know if it's messed up and I'll fix the chat. Apologies. Usually I do that before the live, but I didn't this time. I failed. Oh my goodness. So, Bravo, obviously, you know, they put out their little statement like, we're big mad. We are not happy that someone leaked audio and there will be repercussions. And I'm like, who cares? You know, unless it's West and Amanda, then you can feel free and fire them. But I saw Kempire and quite a few people who had a take that I agree with. Like, I'm glad when people kind of leak this stuff because, like I said in the beginning, Bravo has this way of showing us a false edit of these shows. So I'm glad that, you know, it's getting leaked a little bit so that we know what's really going on when they try to fool us and put an edited reunion out there and cut this part of Amanda. So if Amanda and West put it out, maybe they sold it. If someone else put it out, maybe they were worried that Bravo was going to not show this side of Amanda that clearly is really, really gross. And maybe they were worried she was going to get, her and West were going to get a good edit. So, okay, you're in. Okay, cool. I was hoping I didn't screw it up too much, but you can chat. Oh, good. Moonage says, you know, Andy's going to bring some boring questions too. Well, he left the reunion and he gave his Andrew response, which he does after every reunion, going, this was Oh my God. Here, let's hear what he had to say. And it's like, Andrew, you say this about every reunion. This is one for the books. Like, oh, you guys, this is something. And we're like, Andrew, we don't trust you anymore. You've lied to us too much, Andrew. He thought he was going to win us back lately on Watch What Happens Live by saying Joe Rogan's an idiot. We know that already. Andrew, you got to do more than that to get us back to trusting you again. I don't know. So here's Andrew and what he had to say after the reunion, after the filming yesterday.
Well, I am walking out of the Summerhouse reunion. I probably hosted, well, it's over 100 reunions, maybe 150, something like that. This was one of the most intense we've ever shot. This was a lot. It was very intense, you guys. And it was, every question was asked.
Andrew.
Every question was asked. Well,
Andrew, knock it off. We know every question was not asked. You always leave us wanting more. There's so many reunions we've been like, what the fuck was that?
Now I'm trophied up. I'm saying like, boom, bop, boom, 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 bop,
oh, Andrew. He's always got to say that. Yes, according to TRICIA GRIFFITH, a Farty McGrifterson, she said that Joe Rogan died in a plane helicopter crash, but he's still alive. But yeah, but we should ask her if he's okay. He does look beat. He does look tired. Andrew looks tired there, but we'll see how they end up editing it. But I actually hope more audio leaks. Leak the whole damn thing at this point. I'm tired of waiting. You know, we got to wait till the end of May to watch this shit. Just put it out now. Just put it out now, Andrew. We don't want to deal with this bullshit. Every week we got to find new little Easter eggs. Just dump it all on us. All right? And refilm this city show. Put Sierra on it. And is Lindsay Hubbard going to drag Amanda? Oh, I'm hoping. Oh, I just want Amanda and Wes to get dragged at this reunion. So much. Brooklyn says, Andy's such a liar. He always tries to hype, right? These reunions up. And yes, they're trash. Straight trash, half of them. He'll tell you the most boring season of a show. Oh, it's so good. And we're like, this sucked. Remember when Andy predicted, he told us all, he's like, oh, you guys, the star of the last season of Vanderpump Rules, he goes, the standout stars are Brock and Lala. Yeah.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
And we watched that season, and we only had to watch a couple episodes ago. First of all, Lala is never going to, no. Her and Brock were like the worst that season. Not allowing our going team, Tom Sandoval, forgive him quick, trying to, you know, they sold out to Bravo, and that's hence why the show isn't there anymore, because the fans were like, this is stupid. This is supposed to be Ariana's season to do whatever now. She got fucked over. We're cheering for her. And then you got Lala, you know, trying to help Tom Sandy Butt and Brock. And then Andy tried to push that narrative too. Like, you're going to love them this season. And then we hated them because we're functioning human beings with critical thinking skills. And we said, no, if it doesn't make sense, like Judge Judy says, it's probably not true. And this does not make sense that this season should move that way in some kind of quick Tom Sandoval redemption arc when he needs to, there's consequences for your actions. So the friend group should have been mad at him. But no, Andrew was like, oh my God, you're going to love Lala.
I heard actually mixed reviews on Joleen.
Oh, Joleen was excellent. What are they saying?
Lala, I know you love me. And I wish the feeling could be mutual, but baby girl, it's just not. All right. And I don't want you to finger gun fight me. I don't want to go toes. Don't catch a case. I don't enjoy you.
Things that come out of his mouth, if he were to pull that on me, like, I'd be catching a case. Like, I'm putting claws in you, dog. It gets my blood boiling just thinking about it.
We got Thug Life Lala. She's like, I'm putting claws in you, dog. Lauren from Utah, I'm putting claws in you, dog. Girl, stop. Please stop. Please stop. Now you're poaching boyfriends from your daughter's first birthday on the Valley because you got no storyline. Please stop. So fake. So fake. So performative. No one's afraid of you, Lauren from Utah. I don't know. Remember when she said she was like the reincarnation of Tupac, and we're like, Lauren, you need to go away. What is going on with Laurens? Okay. What is happening with this name? I don't want to, all Laurens don't deserve this, but the Laurens trying to be famous, wow, they're not fun.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Like, knock it off. What is going on? What is going on, Lauren? Stop it. Oh, you guys. So, let's see what you're saying. Hi, Monty. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Yes. R.I.P. J.R. Right? R.I.P. R.I.P. Yeah, Lala and Brock were awful that season. Yeah, Katie Maloney like single-handedly did all the work, her and Ariana, for that last season of VPR, season 11, from being completely insufferable. Thank God we had Katie, was like the lone voice of reason. Everyone else was so quick to sell out to the fake Bravo narrative. And we were like, okay, well, this show's done. You can't come back from this. And then Ariana moved on to bigger and better things. Katie moved on to bigger and better things. And now Lala, infiltrated herself into the Valley, and Sheena's doing God knows what. She'll probably end up coming on the Valley, and then Schwartz is on the Valley. It's just, they should never have included them. Never, never, never. Andy acting like we've never seen Survivor. Dude, it's season 50. Andy is just, he's got the Coca-Cola Classic, allegedly. You can't beat the real thing.
She's not a Christian! No! She is dark-sided too!
Yeah, Andy is just talking like he smoked a bunch of Dorit cigarettes. Like he... Oh my gosh. I know, Naomi, I saw that when they're like, Luke might be Lauren's sperm donor. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. They're like, that baby kind of looks like Luke. Stop. Oh, but we're recapping the Valley this season. So I'll be recapping. I haven't watched the new episode yet, but I'll recap that before the next one comes out. So we'll stay on top of it. But yes. Josh says Lala even threw strays at Sheena in the most recent episode of the Valley. Did she really? I was like, no, I didn't see the most recent episode. I saw the first 3 and we recapped them if you guys missed it. And I have a Valley playlist. If you missed it, if you want to check that out, I'll be adding them too as we go along in the season. And yeah, I mean, Lala couldn't even stay loyal, her and Sheena, their friendship. They're just the worst kind of friends. These two. Horrible, because but how does it feel to come out? They don't have anyone's back. They just have their own back, and they just want to make more money. And they don't realize that a lot of, people who watch these shows, we see through that. We understand it's a reality show, fake, whatever. But there are aspects to it that are real. And if you come off extra fakey and you're moving so weird, we know you're just doing it, trying to get a paycheck. And we don't want to watch that. We want to see at least a little bit of authenticity. I don't think that's too much to ask. But, the Lalas and the Sheenas, they got zero. They don't care. They will sell out so quick. Damn, they just want to stay relevant and on TV. They will do what the man says. They will follow the corporate NBC Universal executives to the depths of cancellation hell. They have no integrity. Nothing. And who wants to watch that? Nobody. All right, Key Sweat. Nobody. Who wants to watch that shit? Nobody. No, we don't. Brian says we need to bring back just blurting out bear chase. Oh, we got to bring that back. See, I lost my bear chase. Brittany and the bear chase. Yes. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, so that's the latest in the Summerhouse drama, and we will now never forget, and Bravo cannot edit it in a way that because we've seen this part, so we know how Amanda really feels. Now, I like this little Candace. Shout out to Candace, former Real Housewives of Potomac, but also was just on this past season of The Traitors. And Candace did an interview, and I sent this to Busy Blue, and I was like, did you see this? And Candace made a lot of good points here. I was giving Sierra, I'm like, we need Candace and Sierra on a podcast ASAP. Because let's listen to what Sierra had to say here about the situation. And remember, Candace also, she sounded off during the scandal as well, and the Rachel Raquel of it all. But here's what she had to say about the Summerhouse.
I grew up in these spaces, and the kind of foolishness and malarkey that we're seeing play out on Summerhouse with these girls playing in Sierra's face. I experienced that stuff in like second grade. So I had my fill. And I ran to the HBCU to get away from them because I had enough. And I don't know Sierra's life backstory to know. I didn't know she's from Georgia. She's from Georgia. Yeah. But she clearly like has some affinity enough of an affinity for white spaces because it seems like she's very comfortable in them and she seeks them out. But in doing more research, I did explore and find that she has other Black friends. Yeah. She has a girl named Denisha that I saw. I said, bring Denisha on the show. Denisha was on there like cutting the fool and cussing Amanda into next Thursday. And I love that because that girl was really never your friend. And it just felt like all of it felt like a relationship of convenience for the show, which happens across the board, regardless of color lines. Like on Housewives, there are relationships that I was in that I discovered in my exit that were relationships of convenience and relationships that just only worked because this is what it seemed like the fans wanted. This is what it seemed like the people were championing and cheering for. But I'm not on the show anymore, so it doesn't behoove you to maintain a friendship with me. And so we're not friends anymore. So like that is just par for the course in these spaces, but it's just exacerbated when you've got this one beautiful, lovely Black woman. When it's just one, I call us a Black dot. I was the Black dot in my community. Sierra was the Black dot on Summerhouse. And when you're the lone Black dot in these spaces, it makes it's louder. The silence is louder. And they were fucking, what's her name? Beat Nose, Amanda. I call her Beat Nose. Amanda and I'm body shaming. Sue me. And West, they were definitely doing, even if it was just emotional, they were emotionally, if nothing else. I believe it was more than that, but they were at the very least emotionally involved long ago. There.
Hey girl, it's Candace.
Agreed. I love when Candace says, I ran to the HBCU. Because, Amanda is just, she is not, can't trust her. No, not at all. That shit was just performative. Amanda just clearly felt competitive. So it was, I think Candace, I don't think Candace is wrong. I think she's 100% right in her read of the situation. And unfortunately, Sierra had to find out this way that Amanda was never really your friend. But I sent that to Busy Blue when she said, I ran to the HBCU. Like, I don't blame you. Like, I'm a white lady myself. You can't trust all of us. Some of us are bad news bears, okay? And we will grab the privilege real quick and forget, like, And you see it. You see it out there in the world. And so I do not blame. If anything, we have to show now that we will be good friends because so many people have fucked it up, So I do not blame. I just blame Amanda. Amanda she's not making the white ladies look very good. Amanda, She's not making the whites. She's not doing us any justice over here. User says, let's not forget Amanda has been out on the town with both West and Craig. Oh, the Craig of it all. Also, even if Kyle was terrible, he deserved to know the truth before everyone else. That's true. That's true. Oh, I forgot about the Craig of it all. Yes, because now, and people are clipping and seeing how she moved with people's boyfriends. It's just the pick me so strong in that one. It's like a fucking epidemic. It's it's like the covert 19. Oh god, she needs to be vaccinated. Okay, now you have to watch this horrible Sonic commercial. I love Ariana and I love Sierra, but again, whoever wrote this commercial is going to hell. Is going straight to freaking hell. This is so stupid. They could have done so much with this. And I'm like, what the hell? Are we just not? Did we chat GPT this script? It's not good. Not good. All right, let me play it here. So there they are. I was like, oh my God, yes, we got an Ariana and Sierra collab. Let's do it. Okay, let's watch.
So, anything new to talk about?
No, nothing, no updates from me.
Nothing? Nada? Really?
No, honestly, life has been pretty chill.
That's actually so refreshing to hear because I feel like I kind of thought that, like things were like,
No. I've been off social media and I've been honestly just drinking my new frozen Sonic refreshers. So
I love that energy.
Same.
Let's sip to that.
Sip to that.
So
it's just not good. I hate it. I hate everything about it. What is going on? How is that even an ad? They got Sonic money. Where's the production value? The script is garbage. What are we doing here? Both look gorgeous. But even Ariana and Sierra can't pull that in. Dreadful says, yeah, when Amanda was hugging Craig and Lindsay walked by and clocked it, the people going back and finding these clips they're doing the Lord's work. That's what you gotta follow Christina Koga. I'm dropping Christina Koga. Christina Koga does this work. If you don't already follow our girl Christina Koga, I'll give you the link. You do yourself a favor because this is what she does. Like she is the real deal, and we love her. So I gotta get another Christina Koga collab. We haven't collabed in a minute. I miss her. But yeah, here's her Instagram. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'll also put it in the description of this video for you guys. Do yourself a favor because she will dig. She's a real ass journalist. not like Laura Matthias, not like these fake ones. Like she's a real journalist. And now she is putting all of her skills and investigating into this Bravoverse and pop culture verse, and she is killing it. And she's funny, and she's beautiful, and she's smart, and she's neurodivergent. Like she's literally all the good things. So go follow Christina Koga. Let me drop it in the description in case you guys are watching this on the replay, so that you can go right. And she also has a YouTube channel, so I'm going to tag her YouTube channel too. So sub and follow at Christina Koga. She's put some up on her YouTube as well. So let me drop her YouTube in the chat as well. Okay, I put her Insta and her YouTube. Because I think she just put up a edit on YouTube. Let me double check here, guys. And then we got to get to reacting to the freaking Olap's video on Farty McGrifterson. All right, Christina Koga. Also, who watched the Timberwolves versus the Nuggets last night? Oh my gosh. You guys, I might have to go. I have to watch Saturday because Chell has to work. So I'll be watching it by myself. So let me know if you guys want me. I'll go live. Maybe I'll go live during it and you guys can just see me freaking out over NBA playoffs. I'll go live from my living room and you guys can watch with me, but I'll have to point the camera at myself because otherwise they'll strike me. But let me know if you want to see me shit talking. If you want to see shit talking sports, Jolene, let me know in the comment section and the chat. To Christina. yeah, so here's the link for Christina's YouTube channel. And shout out to Christina Coca. There's her YouTube channel. Okay. So if you want to see crazy sports, Jolene, let me know and maybe I'll go live because I watched Chell had to work last night and I watched yesterday's game with the doggos and I was just it was so good and I was just I was tweeting. No one even pays attention to my tweets because I never tweet other than I just rage retweet things and then occasionally during NBA playoffs I'll tweet and I don't even like Twitter because it'll never be X to me. But I'm just like tweeting dumb shit. So I know I'm sorry, Denver, but I think I don't want to speak too soon, but that game last night, oh my God. Did Joker retire and he didn't tell anybody? I think he's done. Someone said he likes horses now or something. I mean, when Jaden McDaniels said, you guys don't have a defense, you don't have a defense. What is wrong with your Cabbage Patch coach? He needs to get a defense for you guys. Because you got scoring, but any kind of pressure and without the Scott Foster whistle, Denver's cooked, but I could speak too soon. They could come back somehow, but I don't know. Your Cabbage Patch coach, he doesn't look like he has another plan because they're not addressing that. Literally what, one of our favorite guys on the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels said, hey, the Nuggets defense is trash. And he named like Murray, Joker, all the dudes they're not good at defense. And people got really mad. But then Jaden McDaniels showed up to last night's game and showed, Denver, like, this is what I was talking about. He like ran through the whole team and slam-a-jammed. And we were all like, it might have been the best basketball game I've ever seen in my life. Okay. It was amazing. I think he likes horses. Someone said that because I feel like Joker, I watched Joker on the they did a documentary about like the US Olympic men's basketball team. I think it was like when it was in Paris. And they obviously, focused on the US team, but they also focused on the NBA players who were playing for their home countries. And it seemed like Joker, he just happened to be really good at basketball, but it might not be his passion. And maybe he's done. I mean, are they not paying him enough? What's going on over there? What is going on over there? He had the ups. It was crazy. So I'm sure most people here are like, bitch, I did not show up for NBA talk, but I can't help it. I was so excited for our Minnesota Timberwolves. Dreadful Ruby says, side note, where are the looks? I want to see the reunion looks ASAP. I don't even care. I don't care about the looks. I just want to see Amanda get dragged. But I'm sure they'll be dropping soon. Thank you, Otter, for saying my hair looks nice. That's so sweet of you. So sweet of you to say. I appreciate that. So, let's see. Coach, I need to know. Coach Joleen needs to know. Okay, so now we are transitioning over to I promised you guys I would react and roast Olap's newest video. And it might not even be their newest anymore, but the compilation they put out of TRICIA GRIFFITH from Websleuths. And these compilations are just amazing because as I'm going back and watching her old stuff, she is just, oh my God. If you've been following this saga, of the Beth B and some of these true crime people and just how they take themselves so seriously. Meanwhile, they're like, grifting and scamming and trying to become the executor of their subscriber turned friends' estates after they pass away. Like, it's really some corrupt shit going on in this true crime world with these content creators, which is interesting since they cover true crime and a lot of them seem to be very comfortable with their own criminal, unethical behavior. So we got to check out the Olap video, which I watched a little bit of it and I was like, oh God, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, so this is the let me drop the link for this video uploaded a day ago. And it's keeping it professional, #Websleuths. And I will drop the link in the chat. So I want you to go give Olaf all the likes and love and subscribe because they are putting the clips for this, for all the true crime craziness and Trisha clips. So let's get into this. Oh my God. Okay. Let me note the timestamp so I can timestamp this after. Okay, I'll just note it here. And let me share it here so I can put that in the description. All right. So again, this is Olaf's channel. Tricia Griffith, the latest little compilation video. Let me make myself a little smaller, make this video bigger. Smash that like if you haven't already. You guys, let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on this, but let's see what they found on the Trisha.
Hi, everybody. I'm live. Welcome, welcome, my darling true crime drunken angels. I want to talk a little bit about what happened last night on Websleuths.com. Hi, my name is Tricia Griffith. I am the very proud owner of Websleuths.com, where we have amazing members, incredible moderators, and occasionally we have, an occasional party online where it shouldn't be. Think of Websleuths like as your parents' house, okay? If you want to drink and party, which we all did behind our parents' backs, didn't we? Oh, I did.
Trisha's a party girl.
Once, half a time, quarter of a time.
We knew Trisha was a party girl. She's still a party girl. Trisha's a party girl with a bad habit for drugs. Oh, Trisha. Obviously, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. You guys, shout out to Chris Lilly. Bad habit for drugs.
Once. Yeah. I remember we had a big party and we accidentally spilled liquor on the carpet. So you know what I did? I got liquid Lysol and poured it on my mom's nice carpet to try and clean it up. Let me tell you how big that went over. We filled up the liquor bottles with water. So because her parents wouldn't be able to tell, would they? Oh, no. Yeah, they caught us like that. It was pretty ugly. But anyway, everybody has an occasional time where they need to let off steam. I get it. I understand it. Like I told you last night, I have tried to drink. I have tried to be an alcoholic. I've tried to drink heavily.
Girl, Trisha, let me just say, I feel like you're one of us. I wouldn't be surprised if you are a damn alcoholic just like me. Okay? With your alleged gambling. I like how she's like, I try to be alcoholic at the casino. What do you drink at the casino, Trish? What do you drink at the casino these days? Just let us know. If we're putting it out there, why'd you even bring this up? Try to be an alcoholic. Girl, it's reading alcoholism. I will tell you.
I can't. It makes me too sick. I mean,
why are you even, this makes me think you are a drunk. Only a drunk would then go, I'm just not, when nobody asked. Nobody asked. This sounds like someone active in addiction would do this shit. No, I don't have a problem. Yeah. I just had like 4 drinks when I went out and then I went home and finished the bottle, but I'm not going to tell you that. But yeah, no, I'm fine. I didn't black out till I was by myself. So I don't have a problem. Like, why are you even sharing this? These people always tell on themselves. Now I'm thinking maybe it's the gambling and the booze, baby.
Last night, I have tried to drink. I have tried to be an alcoholic. I've tried to drink heavily and I can't. It makes me too sick. I mean, I literally from like just drinking it and then a little while later, it's horrible.
Sure.
So we need to talk about Corona, not the virus, but the beer. I think there was some of that going around last night. A group, nothing. I mean, great posters, nothing wrong. And they had a few issues last night. What? So anyway, I just wanted to say, hey, I get it. I understand it. Just, try and be more careful next time. Okay. Just pretend like Websleuths.com is your parents' house. You're having a party. If you're a girl, you're having boys over, boys having girls over. Hide it so mom and dad can't see it. And I really did get my teeth in the mail, and I'm going to put them in. I'm going to try and do it over the weekend, but you have to mold them properly.
Patricia got her teeth in the mail. So something happened on Websleuths.com where they were drinking too much Corona, like on her website. Because this is from, I think, during like the Panakuchen. So this is from a while ago. But what is she talking about? Is this one of those Zooms? Because I think at one time, maybe she still advertises this. I can't remember now that I've been watching her old videos and some of the current ones where she says, if you become a member, you can have Zoom calls. 8 hours. 8 hours. That would make me not be a member. Do you mean I got to hear that for 8 hours? Bitch, that's too long. You for 8 hours? Unless you're going to fart up the thing. Unless she's going to get the toots bagoots going. Because we heard yesterday, if you missed it, Trisha's a backstage farter. Nothing wrong. She got a little gas, allegedly. Allegedly.
She's not a Christian.
That's what they're saying.
She's dork-sided too.
They said she's butt-sided too. She's got farts coming out of her butt. Apparently, people are saying they've been in the backstage going on Trisha's channel, and they're back there and they can hear her, and she's getting ready and she's not paying attention, and she was just burnt, just a trumpet, just a butthole trumpet, just ripping ass. Wildly farting was one of the direct quotes from an alleged witness. Trisha was just like, brr. Before she goes live, she Wreck-It Ralphs her pants. She just lets loose. She's got to get it all out. All the shit. Her body's like, we're about to spew some shit, so let's just get it. Oh, Trisha. Oh, Trisha.
You sure about that?
Which I just imagine Trisha has some real loud ones. Very loud toots. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. The Beano. You can't take, Trisha doesn't want to take the Beano. Trisha wants to let it loose. And then when she realized someone was backstage, apparently she blamed it on her dog. She said, oh, it was my dogs. The dogs. It wasn't my butthole. It was the dogs. It's like, girl, we know human farts from dog farts. Dog. Yeah, tootin' low. Tootin' low Trisha. Tootin' low Trisha. Dropping bombs like she's in the motherfucking Twister. Like Trisha. You just read as alcoholic farter. Trisha is going to drink the tequila and then shit her pants, allegedly for entertainment purposes, for having fun.
Hide it so mom and dad can't see it. And I really did get my teeth in the mail, and I'm going to put them in. I'm going to try and do it over the weekend, but you have to mold them properly. Last night, I woke up. The mice woke me up.
Oh, my God.
And they're getting so bold that when I turn on my phone flashlight, I could hear them. They're right by me on the floor. I turn it on. They don't even run anymore. And you know what they were doing? Fighting over a tortilla chip that somehow had gotten on the floor.
Oh my God. Megan could never. Trisha's like, I got mice. They're fighting. It's WW motherfucking E. One of them's The Rock. One of them's Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're going at it over a tortilla chip. I mean, if you watch these older lives, which I obviously had never watched until recently, Trisha admits to just like bugs, mice, just mice. She's like, oh my God, it's a huge mouse. Look at my dogs. They don't do anything. So they're just taking over her homes and fighting each other over tortilla chips and climbing over her while she's sleeping, wearing her mailed-in teeth. It's a whole thing, you guys, allegedly.
They were pulling, and they were squealing and screeching, and I just thought, this life is just too crazy. This is insane. Did I ever tell you about the time I had a live moth, fly right into my eardrum, all the way down to where I couldn't see it, but I could hear it, and it sounded like I had a marching band on my eardrum. It's like boom, boom, boom. It was its wings, and so I went to the Instacare, and I said, I've got a moth in my ear, and it's pounding on my eardrum. I think I said, I have a moth in my ear, and it's pounding on my eardrum. It's driving me crazy. First thing they asked if I had taken any hallucinogenics. And I go in there, and the doctor says, by God, you do have a big moth down there. And he pulled it out. I have no idea. It had to be such a perfect zeroed-in landing because it was a big moth. And it just went zoom right, and it landed right on my eardrum. Oh, I got to tell you, Beth Karras, I consider her a friend, but one of those friends that sometimes you don't talk to for years and years. So I grabbed my phone and I text her and do this big long thing. I haven't heard from you. How about coming on my show? Somebody writes back, this is not Beth's phone, but I'll come on your show. And I'm like, cool. So I've been texting with him back and forth.
Wait, did she say another Beth? Oh my God. Trisha. So we got the mice fighting over tortilla chips. She's like, my floor is made of tortilla chips. I don't know. I can't fix it. I'm not going to pick up the tortilla chips. I'm just going to, let the mice live. And they're procreating and they've established a little society and I'm their queen. All right. And the moths are eating my brain. I mean, maybe but we can't even blame that for Trisha's like grifting and allegedly taking advantage of people and supporters who have money and always reaching out to her followers going, I need help. Oh, and like dry bagging and sad fishing. Cause she was doing this long before these videos. But I would have to have the exact date of when the moth went in her ear to know if that can be attributed to her grifting and scamming and stuff. I don't know yet, you guys. We still have questions.
I consider her a friend, but one of those friends that's right, and it landed right on my eardrum. Oh, I got to tell you, Beth Karras, I consider her a friend, but one of those friends that sometimes you don't talk to for years and years. So I grab my phone and I text her and do this big long thing. I haven't heard from you. How about coming on my show? Somebody writes back, this is not Beth's phone, but I'll come on your show. And I'm like, cool. So I've been texting with them back and forth. I have no idea who it is. Maybe they'll be on the show tonight. I don't know. We'll see. This new strange person that I've just met on the phone. Wouldn't that be funny? I think I will. I think I'll just have that person call in and see what they say. That would be weird. Okay, I won't do that. I'm just reporting from my lazy boy, and I just got really sick to my stomach. I swear it feels like I'm pregnant, but I can assure you that is absolutely impossible. Let me tell you about
It's crazy. She has quite a few instances where she's like, I feel like I'm pregnant. My tummy hurts. And now that she's claimed that she's tried to be an alcoholic and she wasn't successful, I'm thinking hangover. Put it in the chat if you're thinking hangover too.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I think it is.
I don't like men no more.
I like women.
I like women. Women.
I said I like tequila. Tequila. And then I found a live where she was like, I ate too much banana pudding. I think it was too much tequila. Because she gets a lot of tummy aches. Now, she could have IBS or something, but I don't know. And she would cancel at the last minute. And now that we're claiming we're not drunks, I don't know. Stuck on Strings, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. Shout out to you, says Moth and Mice. Oh my, right? It's just the Trisha way. That's how Trisha lives her life.
Group that I witnessed in Salt Lake City today. They turned over a police car. They lit it on fire. No, they turned over a police car, and some young woman poured milk on it. And then they lit it on fire. That's so Utah. Where else in this universe, except for Latter-day Saint land, would they turn over a police? I shouldn't laugh, but it cracked me up. I sat and watched it. Turned over a police car and poured milk on it. That's so Donny Osmond-like. Donnie and Marie. Maybe just throw Marie in there too. Guys, someone just turned on my water. I'll be right back. Okay. Babe's asleep. Okay. Hold on.
And this chick is always haunted. Dead people are haunting her. Dead people are texting her. Like something's always happening. And now she's like, someone just turned. I think it's the mice. They're thirsty. Did you put water out for them? If they're going to take over your whole house, you're going to have to put water out for them, Trisha. Oh, I got to switch to my dopamine. Hold on. Thing. Oh, did it share still? Okay, cool. They're gonna get thirsty, baby girl. They're gonna get thirsty.
Oh, it just makes me so angry. Just trust me. This is going to be a big story one day. Why at my age can't I poop anymore? I don't know.
Why can't she poop anymore? She can't poop. Why at my age can I poop anymore? I can't do it.
Da 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 dee 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 dee.
Da 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 dee 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 dee. Why at my age can't I poop anymore? I don't know.
Oh, and Trisha's doing a stream tonight that we'll probably have to go over and roast because she's talking about the Storage Wars guide. She's like, was he bullied to death? I'm like, oh, she's probably gonna get Beg and Megan on panel, and they'll talk about we've been bullied too. Oh my God, people are holding us accountable for our bad behavior online. Oh God, people have opinions about things we said and false narratives and crimes we put on people. Crazy. Yeah, I guarantee if she doesn't use this as an opportunity to victimize herself and Megan and Lauren and Grayson, I'll be shocked. But I know that's going to happen. She is going to tie that back to her. It's so dangerous, you guys. The bullies online. Yes. Even though I'm almost 70 and I've been getting people's money for a long time for allegedly my life falling apart, but maybe towards gambling. And people say I fleeced them. There's some bullies out there. So I cannot wait to hear her take tonight on this online bully. I think even her thumbnail, I was like, oh, here we go. She's going to exploit this man's death for her own benefit and her little bad behaving internet friends' benefit to blame all of the meanies out there questioning this. So she's got the gentleman who passed away on Storage Wars. I don't know anything about this. I haven't looked into that at all. I don't watch Storage Wars. I don't know. I thought it was Guy Fieri, whatever. Rest in peace, sir. I don't know anything about you. But her thumbnail says, will bullies be charged in his death? Bullied to death? ? Storage Wars. Like, oh, right away. This man, the body isn't even cold. And she's like, let's exploit it. And let's use it for our own benefit. Yes, Storage Wars star is gone. Oh my God, ma'am. They're not going to have anything to bring to this story. They're just going to exploit it for monetization and to garner their own sad fishing and grift. Like, it's ridiculous. But I can't wait to see if you surprise me, Trisha. You won't, but I can't wait to see if you do.
I gotta go because I just heard it turn on. So hang on.
He's
I'll be
alive.
right back.
I thought he died.
Outside, the outside water, the hose. Scrap, you stay there. Okay, well, somebody did use my hose because it's not in the same place it was, but that's okay. It was probably a neighbor that needed water, and that's fine. I don't mind.
Well, you got to pay it forward. It's kind of like, someone's constantly paying for your Starbucks order. I feel like that's Trisha on these YouTube streets. Is people are constantly paying for her, like, I'll pay for the person behind me, and then Trisha doesn't keep it going. Then the person goes, oh, someone pay for mine, I'll pay for theirs. Trisha's where it ends. Okay, great. Did they leave any cash too? And you're like, no, you just get your Starbucks paid for. Are you sure they didn't leave any cash? Because my roof caved in. I got mold and mice, and there's a moth eating my brain that I have to go get surgery for at the Agua Caliente Casino. That's where the hospital is, ironically. Huh. Okay, no, that's fine. That's like Trisha. She perpetually is the car behind that gets paid for, and then she stops to pay it forward. Trisha, she does not pay it forward.
Anyway, let me put down my girls, my Smith & Wessons. We're set to go. Okay, let's see here. Oh my God, can you hear that? They're arguing. Oh shit. I'm listening to make sure I don't have to call the police, guys. Hold on.
She can't wait to call the police. Where does Trisha live? In the white trash cabins? What's going on? Todd says, is that inside her head? Oh, look at Scrappy Doodle.
No, you stay.
Scrappy Doodle butt.
Hey, guys. Is everything okay? Mike, Tammy, is everything okay?
Mike, hey guys, everything okay? Here's what I'm gonna say. Allegedly, this is what I'm seeing. Trisha and her little log cabin community she used to live in, Drunk City Township. Let's want a bonfire. We're sharing hoses. We're sharing husbands, whatever, little Utah community. Maybe we're swapping spouses. Maybe we're soft swinging like the Salt Lake City, the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And everyone's out there going PB Army, ASAP, Boone's Farm, some just like cheap liquor. They're getting drunk. They're fighting. Guys, are those my teeth? Everyone's looking for their teeth. Everyone's getting into domestic. We've seen this episode of Cops a million times. Mike, Tammy, what's going on? So Trisha's got to go out there because this is the night she has to work. She couldn't party with them until after, allegedly. Hey, is everything okay? Everything okay? Mike, Tammy, is everything okay? Hello?
That's your good boy. Come on, Blue. You want to go out? No, you can't go out, Scrappy. Nope. Babe, you can't go out either. I don't know if you guys could. I don't think you guys could hear me yelling.
We could.
Now, I'm not going to say their names, of course.
We know Mike and Tammy. It's Mike, Tammy. Everything's okay. I'm not going to say their names, but I just screamed them during a live.
Or you can't where they work or anything, but
why would you tell us where they work? Why would you go? It's Mike and Tammy, who used to work at the Home Depot down on I-49. Social security numbers 556. Trisha, what are you talking about? I'm not going to tell you what. Well, I hope not. What do we care? Also, no one, spoiler alert, no one in that little complex of drunken log cabins allegedly is employed. Allegedly. Okay. Everyone's just living in their brother who hates them cabin. Allegedly.
Yeah. That's how it was. Boy, she was mad. She was a lot madder than he was. Yes, could you hit the thumbs up, please? Because how often do you get to hear a domestic dispute live?
Every episode of Cops.
On camera. Actually, you know what's happening? I'll be honest, because we're honest with everybody, right? About 10 minutes ago, I started to smell something.
Oh, God.
And it smelled like something burning.
It's your asshole.
And then it smelled like something weird burning. And then I realized it was coming from right under here where I hit my rib. I put on one of those heat patches and I think it's burning my flesh. I mean, I can feel it. It's kind of hurting, kind of hurting, but it's.
But she's totally sober. I think it's burning my flesh. I've had it on for 8 years. I also put a flame to it. Yeah, I'm holding it I was just holding a lighter to my abdomen. I think it's burning my flesh. What is Trisha? This is not helping you in your case of not being an alcoholic.
Giving off this horrible smell. I'm afraid I'm going to peel it off with it. It's going to show my insides. I feel like the Terminator, when his face came off. I mean, it's weird. It just started to smell. I started to kind of panic. I'm like, oh my God, what's on fire? It smells like something melting. So I gotta go find out what's happening here.
Oh my God.
It's really weird. That's all I can tell you is it's really weird. Can you see my beard? I haven't plucked my beard yet. Why is it when you get older, you get those horrible silver hairs that are just like steel? Come shooting out of your chin. Just don't mention my chin hairs. Okay. I've been surrounded. I've been chased by the turkeys. My poor son was chased all the way home from the bus stop, and I thought he was kidding me. He came running in. He's like I said, he's called me Trish ever since he was 3. Trish, who's about 11. The turkeys, they're chasing me. And I'm like,
that's kind of a red flag. If your kid is calling you Trish, even the kid's like, I can't respect her enough to mom. No, that's Trish. That's Trish. All right. That's Trish with the shared hose. That's Trish who claims she's not alcoholic. That's Trish who gambled our rents. Okay, that's Trish. What is happening? He never called me mom, just Trish. Yeah, maybe it's because I brought him with me to the bar. I don't know. Yeah, I had him drive me to Vegas. He was 5. He could reach the pedal. Sometimes I had to lean down and help him, but we made it work. Allegedly. Schmitty, thanks for the 2, says it is literally one thing after another. It's literally one thing after another with this chick. It is insane, you guys. And I got a JOJO chat, so thank you guys. Remember, JOJO chats are open. Links are pinned in the live chat. So thank you so much to Amanda. Sent me a PayPal JOJO chat. So it says Canada has less options for JOJO chats. We don't claim that, Amanda. I'm sorry, Amanda's ruining the name. Love the good Amanda. Thank you, good Amanda, for the $5. Appreciate that. The Canadian Amandas are always good. It's the American Amandas sometimes we have to wonder about. All right.
Yeah, right, Will. No, I'm not making it up. I'm like, ha ha. He was right. Yeah, no, they got very aggressive. They used to come and wake me up like at 6:30 in the morning, like tapping on. I had big floor to ceiling windows, and they bing, 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 bing. And they had a spokesperson. Her name was Betty. And Betty would run up to me every morning, and go, blah, blah, blah. And so I'd give them food. And then they just vanished. And now they're back after like 10 years. So actually, it's been more than 10 years. It's been like 14. So I like them. Now in my mind, I'm saying, bitch, I'm going to take you down. I will spin you like a top. Feed stores are fun. That's my new motto. I'm going to get a tattoo. Feed stores are fun. When I worked at Petco, I was the cricket lady, and I had a phobia about crickets that I had to deal with. But my brother used to chase me with a cricket in his hand. I'm going to get even with him someday for that. But to get even with my brother for chasing me with crickets, he owns where I live. So when I move, I'm going to hide like funny things for him to find.
You guys, there's a story there. There is a story there. The brother is just like this bitch. The brother is so tired of this leech, allegedly.
It's inappropriate.
Oh my God. That brother is like, what? Go live in the other cabin. Fine. Not, he's like, you haven't paid any rent, Trish. She's like, oh, sorry, the turkeys took my money. It was Tammy and Mike from the Waffle House Walmart, like Kelly Cal said. They hosed me down. Yeah, they're real hosers. And they broke the hose, so I had to buy a new one. That was all the rent. That's not a hose isn't that expensive. Well, this one was. I got a good one for you. And then it got stolen. Or I smoked it. I'm not sure.
Maybe things that'll make him go crazy. Like I'll get a copy of his high school yearbook and I'll circle his picture.
We got to find the brother. If the brother would like to do an interview, he is welcome over here. We got to interview this brother because he's got stories and possibly a restraining order. I don't know.
I'll say, I've always loved you.
Hi, Christina. We're just
and
talking
then I'll
about
put somebody else's initials on it. That will freak him out. Oh, that'll be fun. My name is Tricia Griffith. I'm imitating a pineapple. How are you today? One of the most bizarre things that has ever happened to me. I'll fast forward. I was having sinus issues, and I go to a sinus, nose doctor. And, he's got his door open, and, I can see people walking by. He looks up my nose and yells,
God. I heard this part. Okay. Oh my God. Brace yourself. If you don't like gross medical stuff, especially nose stuff, I'm sensitive to that shit because I've had deviated septum surgery when I was 20, and then I had a nose job at 26. So I have had this procedure. She's had the weirdest version of it I've ever heard. Of course, Trisha did, but just get ready because she is going to, I hate this story. I hate this story so much, but just warning, trigger warning.
Cocaine did you do?
So even the doctors are like, you're a drug addict. She's like, I'm not, I swear. So rewind it just a second. So the doctor looked up her fucking nose and was like, how much cocaine did you do?
Happened to me. I'll fast forward. I was having sinus issues, and I go to a sinus, nose doctor. And, he's got his door open, and, I can see people walking by. He looks up my nose and yells, how much cocaine did you do? Yeah. And I said, look, it's not what you think. I said, well, your septum has a big hole in it, and that's caused by cocaine. I'm like, yes, but hang on, bub. Let me tell you what happened. Okay. I always got colds. And finally, this ear, nose, and throat doctor convinced me to get my septum straightened. Now, this was back in
Oh, God. So that's going to tell us that. Yeah, wonder what the doc found up there. He found some turkeys. There were 2 mice fighting over a tortilla chip in her nasal cavity. He's like, the mice ate through my nasal cavity. I didn't do cocaine. It's the turkeys. My son was like, Trish, get up. There's turkeys and mice eating your inner nostrils. All right. Patricia is going to tell us that no, here's why it happened, you guys.
1979, and they kept you in the hospital for like 2 days. Operation went great. He packed my nostrils all the way up with this gauze. And lo and behold, and happy, oh, angels sing with joy, this gauze dissolves naturally. So I don't need to go back for.
I'm going to need a medical person, a medical professional who knows about ENT stuff, ear, nose, and throat from back in the late 70s. Is this true? Did they ever have dissolvable packing? Because when I had my first nose surgery, which was just for my deviated septum, they packed me with Super Plus tampons in each nostril. And then I had to go to the doctor and have them pulled out. Now, my mom, AKA Nana, shout out to Nana. I've told this story before, but she never gets grossed out at anything. Like, she is a champ. She watches other people give birth. Like, she loves it. And I'm like, I can't even watch a birthing video. Like, I'm so weak stomach about it. And Nana, nothing grosses her out. She almost fainted when they pulled these effers out of my nose after a few days or however long they were in there. Not super long. Because it was like all this pressure and just stuff came out. It was disgusting. So I can't imagine them packing something, because they pack them like, my nose was like out to here, like Super Plus tampons in each nostril. I can't imagine they do ones that dissolve on their own. Like, we're going to need a fact check on this, because I've had this procedure done and I can't imagine the packing staying in and dissolving. No, you have to go get them removed. But granted, my surgery was in the year 2000. Her surgery was in, what did she say, 1978? So yeah, I don't know if I'm buying it. I'm still going to head towards the Coca-Cola Classic. You can't beat the real thing, but let's see what she says.
For weeks and weeks, because it'll just dissolve. And happy, oh, angels sing with joy, this gauze dissolves naturally. So I don't need to go back for weeks and weeks, because it'll just dissolve and then I'll breathe freely. It didn't dissolve. You know what it did?
Oh, God.
It hardened like concrete. Hardened like concrete. When the only thing he could do other than operating again.
This grosses me out. Sorry guys, if it grosses you out, but there's no way. No one told Trisha this was dissolvable. This bitch just didn't go back. She was partying. I don't believe it.
It's inappropriate.
No way. No way. She was like, I think it'll dissolve. I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to get some money out of the doctor. I was like, can you help me pay for this? My nose surgery. It's not from cocaine, I swear.
And going up and yanking it out.
There's no way.
Bit by bit in his office. I received no painkiller. I take it back. I think I had a little numb thing in my nose. He would take these big, huge forceps, go all the way up to my sinuses, and I'd be gagging, and he would yank it out. And it was like concrete. He like went ting, ting, ting on the the tray that he had there with his instruments. That's how hard it was. And what happened was it caused a huge hole in my septum. Now, my father.
It is so much easier to say I like cocaine. Like, it is so much easier than all this. Tink, 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 tink. Girl, what? We need an ENT in here, an ENT doctor, nurse, something ASAP. PIMP, because this is redunculous, Trisha. Yes, Cammie says, I'm gonna call her Trisha Talltails over here. Trisha Talltails.
My father was an insurance adjuster at the time.
Oh, of course.
That's how hard it was. And what happened was it caused a huge hole in my septum. Now, my father was an insurance adjuster at the time, and he did a lot of medical malpractice. And he is just like, oh, you could sue them. He goes, it's product liability. You're not suing the doctor. You're suing the big guys. I should have. I don't know why I didn't. I was trying to.
So we got the dad's a scammer too. He just wants to sue everybody. He's sue happy. Like, that wasn't his first suing or suggestion to sue. Trisha's like, yeah, I'm going to be right on that. And then she passed out for 3 days. And mice were fighting on her chest for a tortilla chip. And she woke up like, what was I supposed to do again? Sue somebody? Oh, yeah. You know that I could sue somebody. But very telling that her dad's like, let's sue him. Let's sue them right away.
Be all, I'm not.
They're just trying to get money.
Not going to sue. That's for people that are really injured. Well, guess what? I should have, because who makes disposable gauze that turns into concrete? Well, at least the good news is the doctor said he was never going to use it on anybody else again. And apparently I was the first person.
This bitch was patient zero. I gotta Google this. Was there ever dissolvable packing for deviated septum surgeries? Okay. Yes, dissolvable packing is widely used in modern septoplasty. That is insane. Deviated septum surgery to stop bleeding and stabilize the septum while breaking down over a few days or weeks. Eliminated the need for uncomfortable removal. Okay, was it around in the 70s? In the 1970s. Oh, based on the history of nasal packing, dissolvable, absorbable packing was not commonly used for deviated septum surgeries in the 70s. So she was patient zero, she said. So they didn't even really do it then, but somehow Tricia got it in her small little community. Yeah, use me. Use me. The standard practice was nasal packing typically consisted of ribbon gauze soaked in medications such as bismuth, iodoform, paraffin paste, or antibiotic ointments, Vaseline gauze, or increasingly polyvinyl sponges, all of which are required for removal. So that was definitely not the norm in the study. But Tricia said she was patient zero. Something, I don't know. I still don't believe this chick. She either forgot about it and it wasn't really dissolvable. Oh, it hurts my nose even to talk about this. Or she just made this shit up because she didn't want to admit to liking the Coca-Cola Classic. Or she had a coupon. That's another thing for the doctor. Or she grifted and sad fished her way and was like, I can't breathe, but I also don't have any money. Can you borrow me some? I'll get you back. And then she moved, allegedly. All right, we don't know. Anything's possible with this one.
Used it on. So what happened was that caused, the good news is the doctor said he was never going to use it on anybody else again. And apparently I was the first person he used it on. So what happened was that caused a hole in my septum that looks like cocaine was in use. Now, I have never used cocaine. That is a complete lie. Yes, I have. I've talked to my son about it. He knows it's not good. It's not fun.
I think your son knows. He's like, Trish, you haven't slept in days. What? Mom, Trish, he doesn't call her mom. Trish, how are you not sleeping? I'm just not tired. Sometimes mommy doesn't have to sleep. Yeah. Mommies are magic. He's like, yeah, Trish, my mom, he goes to school. I want to show and tell my mom she hasn't slept in 72 days. Yeah, she says she's fine. Hardly functioning. Yeah, she's just always worried about the hose and she hears dead people in our home. I don't know, Trish, what is going on? So she's like, don't worry. I told my son. I said, it's really fun. It'll keep you awake and make you skinny, but don't do it. Only mommy does it, okay? Only Trishy does it.
Used cocaine. That is a complete lie. Yes, I have. I've talked to my son about it. He knows it's not good. It's not fun. But I already had the hole, might as well just do the drugs. I wasn't addicted. It wasn't like
Oh, of course. She's amazing. I'm the one person who wouldn't get addicted to the highly addictive Coca-Cola Classic.
Everybody's making these tweets and Facebook posts about New Year, new me. Shut up. You're still on meth, Cheryl.
You're still on meth, Cheryl. I mean, this is explaining so much to why Tricia has been begging and bothering her supporters of Websleuths.com and the, YouTube channel and the stuff included in the lawsuit. It's making more and more sense. We're hearing about the Coca-Cola Classic. She's like, I'm not an alcoholic. the alleged gambling. Like, it's making a lot of sense why when we were reading through that lawsuit, the money was flying away. She couldn't keep 11 G's in her pocket for a month. We're like, bitch, what is your budget? What is going on here? You need $6,000 more dollars? You just got $11,000. Where is that money going, girl? Well, it's all making sense now. It's all making sense to me now.
Constantly did it, but there was a particular.
She didn't constantly do it. She wasn't addicted. I can casually do crack. It's just, that's how I was made. I already had the hole in my nose. Let's crack it up.
Pain, that is a complete lie. Yes, I have. I've talked to my son about it. He knows it's not good. It's not fun. But I already had the hole, might as well just do the drugs. I wasn't addicted. It wasn't like I constantly did it, but there was a particular radio station I worked for where the boss would get us cocaine years ago, 30 years ago. So anyway, haven't done it in 35, 40 years.
Girl. Who believes that? Haven't done it in 35, 40 minutes. Yep, it's been a good 40 minutes. Anyways, if you can hit me up on the Cash App. Now, this is before Cash App, so maybe PayPal. Western Union. Something. Yeah. She's like, yeah, haven't done it in 35, 40 years. She's doing the Tricia look down again. We've seen this in her videos before. The lie detector determined that was a lie. That was a lie.
It's an urban legend. It never.
Allegedly.
Would yes, cocaine years ago, 30 years ago. So anyway, haven't done it in 35, 40 years. 35. But anyway, so that's my nostril story.
I can't with this chick. Girl, stop it. You are not fooling anyone. Yeah, closing the eyes says it all. Christina Coca, oh my God. These true crime people are just bananas. This is the OG lady of Websleuths.com. The first, I think what is it, the first, you guys? What did she say? The first true crime forum website still exists. Just beggars, grifters, scammers, and characters. It is a whole area that is bananas, Christina. But this lady is solving all the crimes. She's helping people. She's not exploiting. And she hasn't done cocaine in 35, 40 minutes, seconds, years, 35, whatever.
I absolutely cannot pass up a good sperm whale story. I'm going to show you a picture that they have discovered about sperm whales. Sperm whales go to sleep with each other, but they go to sleep standing up.
Like me, Tammy,
okay?
Mike.
Their tails are pointing down to the ocean. Their face is pointing up, but they just float. And they have a picture of it, and it is so cool. And they just float. They go for about 2 hours. That's how long they can hold their breath. Then they come up for air. Then they go back down to sleep again. And they say that they do it together to keep predators away. Sperm whales are awful big, but, I guess an obnoxious shark could come and take a bite out of them. But it is the most beautiful, eerie photo I've ever seen. Never bypass a good sperm whale story.
Oh, geez.
Because you will never be disappointed when talking about sperm whales. I will leave you with that very heavy, deep note. Okay, so here's the deal. That I feed a stray cat, right? And it's white, and it's got a tail, and like about a third of the tail is black, and the rest looks like a calico. It's a pretty cat. I'm thinking now it's not a stray, that it lives just down the street. Well, the other night, it was like 3, 4 in the morning, and I have the lights on my porch so I can make sure no serial killers or Bigfoot come in at night. And I look, and I thought I saw the white cat jump up on the porch. I thought, well, that's weird. And then a split second later, jump down. It was just like white fur, just boom, boom.
Oh, was it?
I get up the next morning, and there's this little baby there. It's dead.
What?
And I thought, oh, is that a kitten? Because it's white. It's pure white, has a black tip tail.
Chest pain.
I thought, oh my gosh, is White Kitty, did she have babies? I didn't even know she was a girl. Well, I look at it closer. And I think it's from a parallel universe.
What?
I have never seen an animal that looked like this thing. It is not a kitten. It's got a pointy nose, like a rat almost, but sharp teeth.
Bitch is an albino possum. What is she talking about? I think it's a parallel universe. And it was eating the mold from my shower and fighting the mice for chips. It was crazy. And my son was like, Trish, they're eating the home. And I was like, it'll be fine. Because I was doing cocaine then, allegedly. Oh my God.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
This is not sobriety on any level.
Looks like a ferret. It looks like White Kitty and a ferret had an affair. But why did whoever that was, why did they bring it to me?
Not a ferret.
Number one. And
I bet it's Mike and Tammy. You know Mike and Tammy with the domestic, they got a ferret. That explains it. Every Mike and Tammy with the domestics have a ferret. I didn't make the rules. That's how it is. Mike and Tammy were fighting that night over their ferret.
I mean, it's the weirdest looking thing. It is just freaky looking. Now, the other thing I started thinking, maybe it was a kitten that maybe a bigger animal sat on it and it crushed it and it made it do that. I don't know. But it looks like something from a different universe. It is so weird.
Hi, my name is TRICIA GRIFFITH. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Let me get into chat here. What the hell?
Not all ferret mommies.
Hold on, hold on.
Tammy.
Stop. Could you hear? I hope you couldn't hear that. Did you hear that? It was a...
What the fuck? Was that your little doggy? Was that your doggy Scrooge McDuck?
A different universe. It is so weird.
Hi, my name is TRICIA GRIFFITH. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. And let me get into chat here. What the hell? Hold on, hold on. Stop.
That's Trisha on Cornhub. That's Trisha's corn. Trisha, what are you watching on your phone? We gotta check Trisha's heart. Oh shit, that's it's a sperm whale's mating. I like it. It's fascinating. Yeah, I watch it a lot. I subscribe to it. Yeah, it's lots of sperm, allegedly. Tis me, Krista. Thank you so much for coming in with the $4.99. Says Joleen, I could listen to your Trisha impression all night. Well, I gotta get a crown and a little. I used to have that barrette that she had. There was a time when everyone had those. I think it was during the Panakuchen, those like fake pearl oversized barrettes were all the rage. Trisha puts her barrettes in. Oh, I just happen to have a thing here. This is how Trisha wears her barrettes. You know, a barrette, you're supposed to be able to like pull your hair back. Trisha's barrettes are like, hey guys, it's me, Trisha. Yeah, what's going on? I don't do cocaine. Mike, Tammy, okay? Are you fighting over your ferret again? You guys, did you drink from the hose? It's got mold in it. Hopefully you didn't. I gotta bring my son to school. Trish, we're gonna be late for school. Hold on. Mommy's gotta snort something real quick. I'm smelling something. Yeah. Oh God. But I tried to be an alcoholic, but I can't. Mike and Trish, you got a 20? I don't have enough gas to get there. To the school for the kid. What's his name again? My son, you guys remember his name? Someone's got to remember his name. Because I don't. Allegedly. Oh my God. Trisha.
Could you hear? I hope you couldn't hear that. Did you hear that? It was a... Stop it. I told you I was like into gorillas for a while.
Oh, Jesus. Not gorillas.
Not like into them. I watch them, baby gorillas and stuff. Well, it's led me to gibbons. And gibbons are an ape of the lesser ape family. But they make these noises. It's just, listen to this. Listen to this. Just listen. That's a gibbon. And they make those noises constantly.
Hey, Happy New Year. Ooh, we partied last night, man. We partied hardy. I dreamed all about Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace, something to do with curly French fries, and that's all I can remember. So It was actually, believe it or not, a pleasant dream. You know, when you get old, your body falls apart and things start falling out of holes that you didn't know you had. I ever tell you about the rock star that almost caught me? Oh God, can I say this? Let me think how I can word this. I can't. I was pregnant. Well,
Oh, God.
I was, and then I had a baby because that happens a lot when
Baby
you're
came out
pregnant.
and goes, Trish!
And I was breastfeeding him, but I couldn't bring him to the station. I went back to work part-time, and this was at a station called The Mountain. And I don't know why this popped into my head.
The Mountain.
But
also, of course, she always talks about, I was a rock jock. I was a disc jockey back in the day for The Mountain. 101.5, The Mountain. We're playing the hits, the rock hits, classic rock, The Mountain. 104.7. They're all doing Coca-Cola Classic back in the day there, Trish. You're not fooling us. So here she is at The Mountain, pregnant with her baby who's going to pop out and go, Trish, you got to feed me. Oh, God. What do I do with this thing? What does it take? Does it take batteries? Like, no, it's a baby. Takes milk. Oh, Jesus Christ. Good thing I have a credit at the store for some milk. Does it cry a lot? Oh, God. Can I take it with me to the slot machines? Well, that's kind of loud at the casino. I won't hear the crying, allegedly.
Made sure, because it was a radio station that had another FM. I think it just had one other FM in it. And most of it was automated. Some of it was live. And I had to do a live show on a Saturday. Well, I made sure that the other station was automated and that nobody else was scheduled to come in, because my show was like 5 hours and I had to pump. But I couldn't leave and do it. I had to do it in the studio, and I can't remember why. It was something to do with that. I think I had to do a live show because the automation wasn't working. So I just couldn't put it on automation and go to the bathroom and pump. I had to stay there. And I made sure that nobody was going to be around. I brought my little travel pump, and I had locked the door. I'd locked the front door, locked the studio door, put down. We didn't have blinds. That's right. We didn't have blinds. And so I got under this console.
What?
And I stood up when I was done, and I still had the pumps, and we were on like the 8th floor, so people couldn't see in the window. And I turn and look. There were 2 people at the window. And one of them was like a rock star at the time. Hold on, I can think of this song. Hold on, let me think of the song. Every morning when I wake up, sun on my bed, it's the lead singer of Sugar Ray.
Mark McGrath loves it.
To this day, I'm not sure if he saw me. I think he did. I don't know, but the other guy did. And we never said a word to each other. Never said a word. I panicked, threw them off with my, loving, life-giving nectar. We used to do this thing on the radio station called Win Tricia's Stuff. Now, it wasn't my idea. The morning.
What the fuck is happening? And I threw him off my nectar tits. And I said, hey, that's enough.
And the problem, too, with psychopaths, my darlings, is sometimes they can be so incredibly charming. And you would never know it. You might know a psychopath your whole life and think they're the greatest woman in the world. You just have no idea that they're a psychopath.
Yes. Christina Kokos, I think this is Joe's aunt. And I think and Joe was a grifter too from Vanderpump Rules and a scammer trying to allegedly scam people with stuff for her dog. Remember? When she was like, my dog's going to lose his other eye. And we're like, what? And she had to go fund me. And then she took it down. We started asking questions. What is up with these people? These weird women using their animals to grift and scam. Strange.
Show guys just did it without my permission. And they would go in my office and grab something. And
All right, so This is, what did she say? They're doing a win. Oh, shit. Win Trisha stuff.
And I stood up at the song array. Each other, never giving
my
nectar. We used to do this thing on the radio station called Win Trisha's Stuff. Now, it wasn't my idea. The morning show guys just did it without my permission. And they would go in my office and grab something. And if some, say Win Trisha's Stuff, and the winner would get whatever it was they grabbed. I'm going to tell you the types of things they grabbed that they actually would make listeners come down and pick up. I had a gym bag with dirty gym clothes. They gave away that. Okay. They gave away an old pair of shoes that I had. They gave away a blanket that my fish, just like I have being the router fighting fish up here, I also had a betta fish in my office, and I was changing his water, and I dropped not the bowl he was in, but the bowl I was putting the water into on this blanket.
There's weird animal stories too of like, then I was dead and I dropped the fish. What's going on? What's a blanket for the fish? I think she might be an animal serial killer. Allegedly.
You sure about that?
Oh, God.
And it just made the blanket disgusting, and I laid it out, and they gave that away. What was really frightening is people actually drove to the radio station and took it. My gym clothes were the worst. I mean, they were disgusting. Here's the thing. I need somebody around me to answer questions. Like, I have a big fern.
Yeah, totally sober. She looks sober to me.
It's a beautiful fern. How often do I water it?
Yeah. If I was like, what is the picture of sobriety? It's this. It's this. Why does she look like if Courtney Love passed away at 80 and then we dug her up 30 years later? What is going on, Trisha? What in the angsty elderly years is happening here? With the necklaces and the eye makeup and the, oh my God. She's like, I'm emo. I'm emo.
I've read certain things, and I've read
hot topic, Trisha.
Different things. Do I put it outside for the sunshine? Do I spray it every day? I
Google.
Don't know. How do I get rid of my diabetes type 2? I know I can bring it down, but I want to eat certain things. There's got to be a way around this. Anybody have any ideas? Let me know. Also, how do I get the unwanted chin hair that comes out looking like steel chains that you could hold up the San Francisco Bridge with? How do I get rid of those? They show up. I don't even know they're there. I should be able to hear them growing. They are so strong and big. And then one day, boom, they're there. Hey, everybody. We are in London, England.
Oh, Jesus. They let her leave the country? Hi, my husband, children. Oh, my God. We're in London. She brought, oh, you okay? You okay? Oh, okay. He got stepped on accident. She got her fedora. We're in London where you wear a fedora. Okay. This
Still
is
trying
London.
to learn how to use. Hey, boom, they're there. Hey, everybody. We are in London, England. I'm still trying to learn how to use my selfie stick. These must be like apartments that are way out of my range. But, I mean, look at this. This is so darling. See how beautiful all that foliage?
Not the foliage. I think she might have like a tooth infection. One of her cheeks is very swollen. Did she just get her wisdoms out? Did she pull them out herself? Yeah, I was in London. My teeth started hurt. I just started pulling. Yeah. I hope I got the smart one. Oh, Trisha.
And all these little houses here for the rich Londoners. I don't know if this is legal, but see, as I walk sideways, you can see all these cool houses. They all say Kensington on them. Hi, kitty, kitty. Look, it's a British kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty. Let's see if we can get this kitty to say hi to us. Come here, kitty, kitty. Come here.
Hi, Pretty. Didn't hear that big bird?
That does not sound
Huh?
like a kitty. She's like, hello, big bird. Come here, kitty. What the fuck, Trisha? What is going on? Come here, kitty. Trisha is the originator of this song.
Hello, kitty, 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 kitty. Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty, 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 kitty. Hello, kitty. They call me Hello Kitty, and I'm hella pretty. My lashes hella fine. Your man wanna be mine. I don't got the time. I'm a pretty little dime. Yeah, I'm hella fine. Yeah, I'm hella fine.
Yeah, I'm hella fine. Yeah, I'm hella fine. That's Trisha's like, that was the inspiration. Was Trisha going, hello, kitty, 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 kitty.
You say hi to us. Come here, kitty, kitty. Come here. Hi, Pretty. Didn't hear that big bird? Hi, baby. Let's see if you can see this kitty. No, come here. No, come here, baby. Come on, don't be afraid.
Leave it alone.
Don't be afraid. You probably can't see him. He just ran in there. Hi, Mr. Swan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hi.
He's like,
I don't have anything for you. Do you want to come up and say hi?
Trisha, he doesn't have any money. I kept asking him, can I borrow some? What do you got? Euros over here? What's going on? What's your denomination? Now I owe the Swan money. Turns out he had a couple bucks.
When I was 10 years old, I had a swan bite me on my butt, and I ran around a place called the Cottonwood Club with everybody laughing at me, and it wasn't funny. I'm traumatized by swans, so if you come near me, you do so at your own risk. I know this swan's going to come up and attack my butt just like it did 10 years ago. It's probably the same one.
Girl, nobody wants in your butt. Nobody wants in your butt. Thank you, James, for the JoJo chat. James coming in with the Venmo saying, get ready to piss yourself. This video you were playing only gets better. Love your channel. Thank you, James. Thank you for the JoJo chat. I appreciate that.
Son of a bitchin' swan. Here comes the swan. Here comes the swan. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Here, come here, baby. Come on. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Can you say hi?
Leave them alone.
Did you see him? Can't tell if I'm seeing him or not. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Can you say hi?
Oh, I hope they bite her.
Did that work? Can anybody tell me? We are live from the British Museum. I want to show you this one mummy. So hang on. And it's supposed to be a guy, but he has boobs. I don't know what that's about. So hang on. Let me show you. Can't tell if you can see him or not. Let me get around here a little easier. Let's see. There we go. There. You see him?
Oh, God.
Look at that. He has
Made it
boobs. The guy has
Trisha
boobs.
style.
They even have nipples painted on them. What the hell? What was going on back then in Egypt? These jars here, this is what they put, like, their organs in. And it was supposed to, like, help the king prevent famine or something. I don't know. Can you see him? There he is.
You guys, how many of you think, Trisha, and I put the organ, they put the organs, I put the organ jar in my bag and I went back to the States. And now on my shelf where I stream in the back, I got mummy balls. It's technically not an organ, but kind of, yeah. I got his testicles. I just took them. No one was looking. No big deal.
Where is he? Just a minute. Here, there's me. Okay, so there's that. Oh, where is he? Can you see him?
No.
He's all wrapped up.
I see your finger.
He's all wrapped up. And here is his x-ray right down here.
Sure about that?
Okay. He was at least 35 years old when he died, and he suffered from poor dental health, just like me.
Ooh.
Look at that. Man, he is covered for good. All kinds of different restaurants. It's just amazing. So, that was double-decker. It almost killed me. I snore. And sometimes if I take like a Benadryl, that helps me sleep. But if I snore, I mean, it's like scary. It's like Bigfoot's in the house and, you know, he's watching a porno. It's like, it's horrible. The air conditioner was fixed just a little while ago. And the reason why I'm wearing this kind of heavy sweater is
because I was literally jumping in the shower with my clothes on and on cold showers and just getting drenched and then coming out. And so I got
Oh, the air conditioner. My air conditioner's broken. You guys got some money for that?
porno. It's like,
What kind of porno would this be, Trisha? Oh my God. We gotta slow this down. She's doing her, what did she say he was? Bigfoot porno impression.
but if I snore, I mean, it's like scary. It's like Bigfoot's in the house and, you know, he's watching a porno. It's like, it's horrible. My air conditioner was fixed just a little while ago.
And then I sold it, allegedly.
And the reason why I'm wearing this kind of heavy sweater is because I was literally jumping in the shower with my clothes on and on cold showers and just getting drenched and then coming out. And so I got a little chilly when it came back on. So,
Well, ma'am, ma'am.
so I've got a little sweater thing going here.
It's like, 10 past 8 my time. I don't have any Halloween candy. I forgot. So all the lights are out. And I don't know what to do. If the kids come to the door, I mean, can I hand them a wad of cash? Except I don't have a wad of cash. What could I hand them? I got some bread and peanut butter. Can I make peanut butter sandwiches for Halloween?
I've told this Thanksgiving story before. We were all around the table. And for some reason, my grandfather seems like we had a turkey and a prime rib. We had a whole bunch of people over. And my grandpa.
The rate at which this is coming in, and I only saw part of this video before watching it with you guys, is almost too much. I feel a little overwhelmed. And why is one sleeve like this and one sleeve's really long and one sleeve's like capped? My grandpa, I think we had prime rib and turkey and lamb and human head. I think that's what we had on the table. And he was like, we got to eat it all, guys. Thanks be to cannibalism. What is happening, you guys? What? Oh my God. Trisha, it's too much. It's too much. Perfume Pages, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to this madness. Whatever's happening here. And now this is with Stacy. This is when Stacy joined as executive producer. Gosh. If you're a member, put your smoking frogs emojis in the chat for Stacy, her Marlboro Reds, her Circle K shift, and the frogs in the swamp of Santa Barbara.
Started talking about how the fat on the prime rib is the best part, right?
Yeah.
And he eats it.
Yeah.
And he promptly starts to throw up. So
oh my God.
I'm looking at him and I have a terrible gag reflex and I proceed to like projectile.
It ended my OnlyFans career. She's got a horrible, we know too much, Trisha. We know too much.
I'll vomit. Oh. And then my cousin threw up. Everybody was mad at me. And they thought I was laughing, and that's why I threw up. I said, no, I was gagging. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. There is a group of turkeys over.
What happened to her hair? We went from this to this. This to this. What happened? When the Addies hits you right in the face and the hair. You can't say no and you can't stop and you're awake. Before I didn't know where I was and now I'm here and I am never going away. Hyper focused when the Addies hit. Hip hop, hooray! Ho, hey, oh, hey. We're gonna be up all night when the Addies hit your brain and they hit the hole in my nostrils. Yeah.
Proceed to like projectile vomit. Oh. And then my cousin threw up.
Everybody was mad at me. And they thought I was laughing, and that's why I threw up. I said, no, I was gagging. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. There is a group of turkeys overtaking a small town, and they're wild. And the leader's name, I think, is it Kevin? I believe it's Kevin the turkey. And it's true, people. It's absolutely true. I had the same thing happen to me. I had a group of wild turkeys descend upon my house. They chased my son. I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. He was about 11. I'm like, yeah, well, we don't have wild turkeys. Trish, because he's called me Trish since he was 3, even though we offered to pay him money not to call us by our first name.
We don't have any money.
Trish, these turkeys chased me up a tree. They came every morning. They came and they'd knock on. I had that floor to ceiling window.
You mean your son said, Trish, these turkeys chased me up a tree? What in the? How many times were CPS called to this woman's house? And then my son was stalked by turkeys. Chased him right up a tree. And he told me, he goes, Trish. And I go, hey, I'll pay you if you call me mom. And then he goes, you don't have any money, broke ass. And I said, that's a good point. He knows me very well. Trish it is.
Oh, us by our first name.
Her son was like, you owe me money. Yeah, that's true. That's why he calls her Trish. Because she allegedly lifted from the piggy bank. And he was like, now you're Trish. Now you owe me money. I want my money, Trish. Where's my money, Trish? That's what you call someone when they robbed you. You're like, no more niceties. You're Trish. And Trish owes me money.
Trish, these turkeys chased me up a tree. They came every morning. They came and they'd knock on. I had that floor to ceiling windows. It was a little A-frame cabin. And I'd hear like at 6 a.m. And it's one of them. And it was a female, and I called her Betty, and she was the leader. And she would wake me up, and I'd go outside, and she'd go going, and they'd all be gathering around me. And Betty would do the talking, and I would have to give them like 20 pounds of bird seed, like 2 or 3 times a week, to keep them from surrounding our house. And then one day they just disappeared, and I was sad. They like moved down the river, and then they disappeared.
Trisha, did you kill them? Did you kill them?
Jesus is just alright with me. Jesus is just alright. Oh yeah.
She's like, then one day I snorted the turkeys. That's strange. They fit right up in the hole in my nasal cavity. Yeah, Brian Scott Patterson says, Trisha, we know your wild turkey story. It's about the whiskey brand. Okay. It ain't the turkeys you think.
Here, I don't know what they weren't killed, I don't think.
What do you mean you don't think? They weren't killed, I don't think, unless I killed them, which I probably did. Because who says they weren't killed? I don't think. And I'm also not an alcoholic, and I've never done cocaine, despite the glaring evidence to say I did. But I don't remember. I kind of blacked that time in my life out.
It just went away. But anyway, it's a very terrifying story coming out of, I believe, New Hampshire. And yeah, the turkeys are in town. I learned that Australians call each other the C word, just like they're saying, hey, buddy. I went in there once, this is a long time ago, I went into that forum on Websleuths, and I couldn't believe it. They were calling each other the most horrible names and threatening each other. And you know what? Not one of them reported on each other, because that's how we know if there's someone's not obeying the rules, is one of our members will hit a little report button and report it to the mods, and they go check it out. Nobody in the Aussie forum with William Terrell reported any of these threats. They were still buddies at the end of the day. I couldn't, and it makes me go whenever I hear it. And the word I'll say, see you next Tuesday. Think about that. Planning on having a party in Las Vegas, and Dr. John is going to be in his swimming trunks.
Oh my God. It's Laura, Matthias, and Megan, and Stacy, and Trisha. It's like the apocalypse. Oh my God. It's like all the corners of the Pentagon. Or pentagram. What is it? Same. Oh God. It's the Illuminati. I can't, you guys. All right. Oh, geez. Oh, boy.
Whenever I hear it, and the word I'll say, see you next Tuesday. Think about that. Planning on having a party in Las Vegas, and Dr. John is going to be in his swimming trunks. It's going to be a pool party, right?
Yes, a pool party at the Bellagio. I mean, we don't know if we can really get the Bellagio. We'll do our best, guys. We'll do our best with our, our abilities. But yeah,
We got White Claw Crime in the house, begging Megan, Swamp Stacy, and Farty McGrifterson on the panel here, guys.
told John that he's got to be in a swimsuit with an owl pendulum.
Someday I'm going to tell you about this little patch. This little patch here that has no hair has been missing since I was in junior high. I'm still looking for it, but it's a long story. There's a reason I have a little scalp there. My hands were really dry and cracked. And so I had, I can't even remember the name of it. I had a tube of this cream that my girlfriend gave me, and it heals, heals dry, cracked hands. I sound like a commercial.
Heals?
And it was a small tube, and I had it in the bathroom, and I brought it out here because a lot of times sometimes I'll put stuff on my hands because my hands are always scratched and dry and everything. And I brought it out here, and I had like open wounds on my hand.
Oh,
and from dog scratches and clean. So
what? Dog scratches? I never have anything, like maybe cats. Dog scratches? Is it from the turkeys? The turkeys were fighting for their life, and I was wrestling the turkeys. I don't know if they're dead or not. I don't remember. Oh, 'tis me, Crystal. Thank you for the super sticker. You know how you get in those dog fights. You're not supposed to get in fights with your dogs, Trisha. Oh my God.
Clean really hard sometimes, and they just get dry and cracked. So I grabbed the tube, Eucerin, that's what it was, a small tube of Eucerin. So I grabbed the Eucerin, and I have it down here, and I'm talking, and I open it, and I put it on my hands, and it burns. And I looked, and I had grabbed the Vagisil.
Oh, Lord.
And I got up, if I remember right, I got up and screaming, running to the sink. And I don't know if that was the cause, but one of the scratches even has a little scar. And I think that's from using that. So I would not recommend Vagisil for dry, cracked hands. I actually, insightful one, I almost forgot your name. I was going to call you Georgia. I don't know where that came from. I was about to call you Georgia. I actually had somebody approach me about writing a book about my experience, with Websleuths. And I'm not saying this to be facetious or, braggadocious or whatever that word is, but I'm telling you, nobody would believe it. The trials and tribulations of owning a true crime discussion.
Girl, you cannot even. We read the lawsuit. You can't run that damn thing. You can barely run your live stream or your life. Again, she's wants a medal for voluntarily running her website very shittily. What?
Scar. And I think that's.
I gotta replay it because
from using that. So I would not recommend Vagisil for dry, cracked hands. I actually, insightful one, I almost forgot your name. I was going to call you Georgia. I don't know where that came from. I was about to call you Georgia. I actually had somebody approach me about writing a book about my experience, with Websleuths. And I'm not saying this to be facetious or, braggadocious or whatever that word is, but I'm telling you, nobody would believe it. The trials and tribulations of owning a true crime discussion forum.
No, we read the lawsuit from 2013. We know what goes on over there, Trisha. We know.
Because I never ever intended that to be my career. My career was going to be playing Stairway to Heaven till I dropped dead on the radio. What does a TSA
on a record with Coca-Cola Classic around the rim as I was going, you snort me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, snort me, snort, snort.
Agent and my first boyfriend have in common.
I'm sorry, what did you
say? My career was going to be playing Stairway to Heaven till I dropped dead on the radio. What does a TSA agent and my first boyfriend have in common? Well, they both. Yeah. On the first date. I didn't count the TSA as a date, but so first she does the normal.
Cringe alert.
And then she sticks her fingers under my bra. Now, my brassiere is industrial. Okay. You couldn't get a bulldozer through it. But she just kind of stuck it underneath. Then she stuck her fingers down the back of my pants, not too far. But then she went in my...
No.
I wish I could just talk like I was talking to my...
What is with these Utah babes and their buttholes? What is happening?
Jen!
Da 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 dee 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 dee.
Da 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 dee 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 dee. Why at my age can't I poop anymore? I don't know.
So she's claiming a TSA agent stuck her fingers up her booty. I can't. Her and Megan always are talking about butt stuff.
Girlfriends, but I don't want to get that. She went in my... I wish I could just talk like I was talking to my girlfriends, but I don't want to get that graphic. The TSA agent went into my groin area, into the middle of it. Think Michael Jackson.
From the back? She went from the back? Didn't she say, I gotta play it again. Now I have to visualize this. Oh, Jesus.
Just kind of stuck it underneath. Brassiere is industrial. Okay. You couldn't get a bulldozer through it. But she just kind of stuck it underneath. Then she stuck her fingers down the back of my pants, not too far.
The back.
But then she went in my... I wish I could just talk like I was talking to my girlfriends, but I don't want to get that graphic.
I don't have it.
The TSA agent went into my groin area, into the middle of it. Think Michael Jackson. She grabs it and says, swear to God, what's going on down there? Now,
well, what is going on down there? What is going on down there? Is it haunted? How many cell phones are you hiding in there? What the fuck? Chickenhead, thank you so much. Chickenhead, thanks for the $4.99. It says, love the nicknames. That's how we get through it. That's how we get through it. What were I wouldn't put it past Trisha to be getting storing stuff in there, illegally.
Wish I would have thought of all these things. What's going on down there? Love it. Talking to my girlfriends, but I don't want to get that graphic. The TSA agent went into my groin area, into the middle of it. Think Michael Jackson. She grabs it and says, swear to God, what's going on down there? Now, it's one of those things where I wish I would have thought of all these things that I thought of now. I wish I would have said, what? You've never felt teeth before? What? You've never felt a small alien head? What? You've never felt a 12-inch arm before? What? You've never felt a litter of puppies before? What? And I went,
Trisha's open mic. I'm running jokes here. Yeah. How about this one? You ever felt a sea sperm whale before? Sleeping upside down? What? You never felt a gorilla knuckle before? Okay. All right. What? You never felt a bag of cocaine being imported from Mexico before? Okay, that's a bad one. Okay. And then what? You never felt someone's denture storage pocket before? Okay, never mind. It's just a poise pad. It's just a very large soaked poise pad.
And then I realized what she was talking about. And let me just...
Mice. Yeah. What? You never felt two mice fighting over a tortilla chip in your granny panties before? Oh, Trisha. Oh, Trisha.
I'll just say this. There are certain feminine products that older women wear.
I knew it.
So I'm going to say. And so I said, that's what's going on. She said, okay.
It was soaked through to the jeans. Oh my God.
It's inappropriate.
It's a soaked. I haven't had time to change it in 2 weeks. They said it was dissolvable. My dad says to sue because they told me these poise pads would dissolve in my granny panties. And so far it's just weighing me down. And I got a yeaster for Easter that no Monistat or Vagisil can cure. Who's going to pay me? Oh my God. You guys. No.
Well, then, in fact, I can show it to you. I have this.
What is she going to show us? The poise pad?
So I'm going to say. And so I said, that's what's going on. She said, okay. Well, then, in fact, I can show it to you. I have this plastic belt, and I just tie it really tight around my waist because all my pants are loose. I guess I've lost weight. And that came off, and she goes, what's that? What's going on there? And I said, calm down. It's just a belt. I forgot to take it off. The joke would be, I needed a cigarette after. She did say something to me that, and God, I wish I could remember. It was so noisy. She said that it was going to be, I didn't use the word aggressive, but she said it would be more something. And maybe in depth. Well, that's kind of an odd choice of words, Tricia. So I was just stunned, to say the least. I wish I would have been more hyper alert. I would have just memorized everything she did, but I didn't notice it until it started to get really personal. So I guess that's normal. Let's just call it doing a Michael Jackson. You know what Michael Jackson did on stage? What he grabbed.
Poise pad?
And what's going on down there?
Oh. You guys. What the fuck did we just watch? Why do you have a plastic belt? What is happening? I think she was trying to get that Monistat sponsorship. I'm speechless. That was a lot. Is that sobriety? I don't think so. I've been to a couple meetings and I don't think that's what it is, deferences. I don't think. What a day to have ears. Yes. My cat's name is Karen. What a day to have ears. God save us all. Rhinestone Wow Girl coming in. The $9.99. Thank you. Says, hi, my husband vetoed my viewing choice earlier. Boo. What the fuck am I watching right now? Trisha. It's Trisha. It's Trisha's soaked poise pad and Easter for Easter story. There's Olap. That was an amazing video. All the props to Olap for putting together what was an amazing compilation of so much. Applause. Well done, you guys. Please subscribe to Olap. I dropped the link in the description with their channel. Oh my God. Shout out to Robin coming in with the JOJO chat. Robin says, for the Trisha coverage. Thank you, Robin, for hitting me up on the Cash App with the JOJO chat. I don't even, it was so much. That was a lot. James, I think I already read out your JOJO chat. Thank you so much, James. I gotta go bleach myself or something. I'm gonna read some of you guys' comments. Oh God. Here's one. He says, dissolvable nasal packaging gauze, sponges, or gels is used after sinus or nasal surgery to control bleeding and prevent adhesions without requiring painful removal. Yes, thank you for putting that. We did Google it. Around the time that Trisha said she had the dissolvable, it would have been very, very new. But apparently she was patient 0 out there. I know poor Olaf Capizzi had to listen to that multiple times to edit it. I never want to hear the nose story again. The Sparky Pilot says, I'm going to need some hash in my blunt after all that shit. That was so much. I've been sober for so long, but every time I watch Trisha, I'm high. I'm wasted. I think I blacked out. And I know I have to apologize to someone. It feels very familiar. And I have a lot of anxiety. So if she can transfer that onto me, what a power. 'Tis me, Krista. Thank you so much for the $4.99. So I missed the first few hours. Did that video have the strip? I'm never watching the striptease again. I watched that right when Olaf posted it. I never want to see that again. I can't do that. That was one of those videos where it was too cringe. I hated it. Olaf did a great job capture. I can only see it once. I can't ever watch it again. I think it's the woo-woo title. I can't do that to myself again. If you've seen it once, you've seen it way too many times, and you want to bury yourself. I can't watch that again. But definitely subscribe to Olaf, who is just pulling all of these compilations together. Oh my gosh. Pepper said, tonight was the night I chose not to smoke. There's still time.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
There's still time. It's Trisha. And she pretends she's going to take her clothes off. And I can't watch it again. It's one of those not good cringe for me where I'm like, no more.
It's not enough.
No. I have to go rethink all of my life choices, but you guys are all beautiful pumpkin spice babies, and I'll be back maybe tomorrow. Let me know in the comments after the video post if you guys want me to do a little live during the Timberwolves game tomorrow, and we can just have a chill time, and you can see me lose my shit over basketball, and we can have a little kiki and talk a little shit. But oh my God. Okay, I gotta go reevaluate my life choices. I should have just stayed in corporate America. I feel like it was less evil there. I know that's hard to believe, but here we are. You guys are amazing. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And
I'm not a perfect person. Well, don't you help me now? Oh, help me.
okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Also, if you didn't comment on the last video, I got a lot of comments that you guys wanted me to roast Megan's Mormon friend snark podcast. I don't know if there's been 40 yet, but if it's 40 roast-its on that video, I'll do it. So if you want me to roast it, go put it on there. But that one's going to be... Okay. All right. Goodbye. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Enjoy yourself. It's much later than you think. Protect your soaked through poised pets. Goodbye.
You haven't earned the right to claim to be a life coach just to get the grift. Are you broke?
Whoa, it was never my intention to brag. Steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good?
Do you like what you see? Judge me in the comments as fast as you can. Judge me, judge me, judge me.